This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Remember at the end of The Nice Guys, where that whole movie, Russell Crowe is like, I don't drink, I don't drink, I don't drink, and that whole movie is a journey to the end where he picks up drinking. That's the answer for his character. At the end, he's like, fuck it, I started drinking.
Finally, a movie with a good message.
That's what 2025 is off to right now. Welcome back, everybody, to the Mad Mark Movie Show. We're here. It's a brand new goddamn year. I've got a brand new goddamn computer to run this fucking show for the first time ever. You two people,
Your
you are
eyes
seeing
aren't
me.
fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't look like a fucking a character on a fucking postage stamp. You can actually
Dude,
see
your
me.
beard had no tone. It was just like a color block on your
Dude,
face.
now you can
That
see all the
movie-
little gray strands and shit. I got my
You
distinguished
don't have
shit.
gray hair. I do. Look at this shit.
If you go up close, there's some in my mustache. I actually have
Damn,
two.
at least it's not like one stray nose hair that's white and it's just the only one that peeks out. Like, hey,
Yeah, dude.
you're
I have
lying.
two. I have one gray nose hair in each nostril, and they are super fucking bright. It's like when it comes out,
Really?
dude. Yeah, it's like the fucking brights are on your car. You can identify it right away. You're like, put
Can you
that shit
imagine?
away.
They grow long enough in an outline so it looks like you have a Hitler mustache.
It gives you a Fu Manchu, like a thin Fu Manchu on both sides.
Yeah, you have that like
Yeah.
that kung fu beard, but it's just two hairs.
It's just two long gray
from the
nose
nose.
hairs. You stroke it, right? Enough about that shit. The people don't give a fuck. They're here to talk about 2024. Mark, as an overall, just as an overall, how do you think the year was in film in 2024? Do you think it was a good movie or not?
You know what? I'll be honest. I have more disappointments on my list this year than the prior year.
Yeah.
So I think there were a lot of movies that I was looking forward to that just completely bombed, and you'll see from my list. You'll see later, but it's like, why are there a sequel in here and like remakes? That doesn't look good on a list, I think, for the year. You know?
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. Out of the normie movies, I feel like it's been a great year for horror. There's a ton of horror on my list. No surprise there. I feel like it's been a strong year for horror, but as strong as the year's been for horror, I think it was a kind of a weak year for other normie movies, right? Like
It was a good year for animation, though. I'll put
and
that
it,
out
yeah,
there.
animation was fucking solid as well, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking solid. Good call on that. I have to ask you, Mark, because everybody knows this about you. You were the man who championed The Creator. Was there a The Creator for you for this year? Was there a movie that you championed that everyone else seemed to hate, but you were like the
I think it
lone
would
fan?
it's definitely going to have to be Civil War because I thought so many people would be like, this is a great movie. It actually doesn't choose a side. It's just like Civil Wars suck. And everyone was just like, we're the Trump gang. We're the. And I was like, shut the fuck up. It's supposed to be a fun. Everybody hated that movie.
Everybody did hate it. I've seen it pop up on a couple lists. You may see it pop up on a list for me later.
How about you, by the way?
The Creator. We're going to call this the Creator Award in honor of Mark's unabashed love for The Creator. And when we say that, if you're new to the show, that's a movie that Mark loves or I love. And in this case, The Creator, which I did not love, Mark loved it. And he couldn't get anyone else to agree. He was the lone man on that. For me, that movie this year is Y2K. I actually my Creator Award goes to Y2K. I felt like for a long time I was the lone person on earth who liked that movie. Every other person you talk to, every other podcast, every other critic, everybody is shat all over it. And I genuinely really loved it. So I'm the one
I'll
fan
put it
of
out
that
for
movie.
the audience. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have completely avoided it because the ratings are terrible. And after watching it, I was like, this does not warrant these ratings that are that low. But I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, people were giant penises about it, but that's no surprise. That's no goddamn surprise. So before Mark and I reveal, again, we do these every year, and we wind up kind of breaking them up into little categories that we make up. We kind of give out some awards here and there. This is pretty standard shit. If you have not been hit in the head by a sledgehammer, you kind of understand how these podcasting episodes go. They're all the same fucking thing. The only difference with our show, and this is something I'm pretty proud of, is that Mark and I don't say best movie of the year. We say favorites. Film is subjective. Our favorites list is not going to look like your favorites list. And I would argue that's probably what makes our podcast a little more interesting. Because I feel like you start to look at these top 10 lists and they're all in an echo chamber. Everybody's repeating each other.
It's like everyone's just choosing those Oscar picks.
Yeah, dude. You shuffle the same 10 titles around. It's all the same shit. So here you're actually going to hear different opinions. We both like schlock and garbage. So our lists are going to be wildly explosive to you if you're expecting us to be like, and the winner is the substance. So you're gonna hear, it's just not what you think, people. That's all I'll say.
What might be the most generic top 10?
Yep. Mark's favorite movie of the year, Wicked. Before we reveal our choices and our categories and our favorite movies of the year, Mark, I asked the people on Instagram. I thought this Instagram post was gonna die. Dude, so many people fucking answered and showed up. I was like, hey, tell us your favorite movies and we'll shout you out on the episode. So true to my word, I'm going to shout out every fucking person that commented, Mark. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people commented. That's huge.
That's a lot.
For a show that's been off for a month and Instagram has completely cucked our engagement. For people to still come out like that, they wanted to tell Matt and Mark their favorite fucking movies of the year. Not fucking bad. It made me feel good about it, honestly, dude. Let me shout these people out. The podcast, Just Another Movie Night, says Conclave and The Wild Robot. Those are their top two. Our buddies at the Frank Welker Wonder Hour, he says he's basically stopped watching movies in life, but he said if he had to pick one, it would be Sonic 3. Film versus Film podcast, our buddy Martin over the pond there, across the pond. He said The Substance. He felt it was crazy insane. He loved it. Our buddies over at Underrated Movie Podcast said Challengers. That was their favorite movie of the year. Our buddy Patrick M. narrowed it down to 3 picks. He said Heretic, The Substance, and Anora. And our friend Dewey Podmonster said Late Night with the Devil. I appreciate a random kind of like left curveball in there. Producer in the booth names one of my favorites of the year. Producer in the booth called out Thelma as one of her favorites. And
That's
our buddy,
a great choice,
dude,
actually.
Great fucking choice. And our buddy Ben H came out of retirement, Sonic 3. So we got 2 Sonic 3s in there.
High praise for Sonic 3.
High praise indeed. Mark and I were joking on text. We were like, Mark, was it you? Yeah, you were like, it feels like fucking 2024 in my house. I'm just trying to cram all these goddamn 2024 movies in before the show. Dude, I have been in a time warp. It's been 2024 in my house for the last 3 weeks. Every movie I'm trying to capture, like, watch it. And that's the thing. Some of them are okay. Some of them are blah. Like, some of them, again, you're not going to hear these on my list because, like, I got excited about them. I watched them, and they just didn't do anything for me. One of those movies was Anora, which I thought was fine. But I watched Anora. I like that guy's movies. I like Florida Project was a movie. I think we saw together. It was a great movie.
Yeah. He's a good filmmaker.
He's a damn good filmmaker, Sean Baker. And I wanted to see Anora. And plus I heard there was a lot of fucking TNA in it. So I got to get down and see all the TNA. You know what? It was just okay. I kind of I didn't expect. It caught me off guard. It's a comedy. Did you know that? It's like a fucking rambunctious comedy. That's what Anora is. So
I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought it was a more serious indie film.
No, dude, it's okay. It's not a bad movie. I'm not bad mouthing it, but it's just like the first half of this movie is like what you think it is. It's like a Sean Baker movie, and the second half is like, I'm not even kidding, dude. It's like My Best Friend's Wedding or some shit. It's just a fucking comedy. It's a comedy.
Did it pull a Y2K and just halfway through?
It kind of completely changes, but I think I preferred the twist in Y2K more than I did
Oh, for
Anora.
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I
For
knew
sure.
you would say that. I haven't seen Anora, but the twist in Y2K is probably way better than that.
I did want to thank everybody who answered and called out your favorite movies. Thanks for showing up for this 2024 pod, everybody. Mark, let's kick this shit off. I have a little list, an agenda of categories, and I figure I'd
Okay.
start us off real light, dude. Biggest surprise of the year. Now, this can be good or bad. It can be both. You can have a good surprise and a bad surprise. Biggest surprise moment of the year for you. It can be a movie. It can be a scene. It can be a moment. What is it for you,
I
buddy?
chose 5 films, actually. I didn't know if I
Fuck
was allowed to
yes.
do
You
that,
can do
but
whatever you want because you're the co-host of the
okay.
show.
Do I do I rattle mine off first or do
Go
we
for it.
trade?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
How about this? Because mine, I'm going to tell you, I only have two. One is good. It's a good surprise, and one is bad. So I'm interested to hear yours. Biggest surprises
Okay.
of the year.
This is in no particular order because all these films are I enjoyed very much, so it's not like, you know, one is better than the other and they're so different. So my first one I have just listed in no particular order is Juror Number Two. I thought that was
Oh
just going to be
yeah.
a piece of shit movie, and Clint Eastwood's half dead. I love the guy, by the way, but I didn't think it would be as engaged. That's a very engaging movie for
Yeah.
something made by a 90-something-year-old man. Then I put in Blink Twice. I wasn't expecting much
Oh
because
shit.
I guess she hasn't, I've only seen her act and she's good, but that was another surprise for me. The Beekeeper I thought that was going to stink. And that one I watched multiple times. That was super fun. Atlas, I love a good mech story, but historically, those movies stink, and Atlas was kind of fun, even though it had a pretty bad rating. And the last one that was a surprise, even though the trailers let it down, I think Kevin and I will agree that Book of Clarence is a very fun movie to watch, and
Oh,
it's
Book of
actually,
Clarence.
yeah, it has a lot more to it than most people think. It's not just like a dumb comedy that the trailer portrayed it as. It's actually a
Damn.
very good film. So
You
those are my 5.
You made me realize, you made me remember, I actually haven't seen Blink Twice yet. That's one I want to add. That's one I want to watch. I'm kind of 2024 it out already because I've just been watching 2024 movies and I'm like, oh my God, they keep coming. Like they won't
Does it
stop.
feel like you're at this stage where it's just like, okay, there's the cutoff time. I
Yes,
can't do any more of
basically. I
these.
feel like the store is closed. I'm like, I haven't watched Challengers yet. Challengers is like 3 fucking hours, by the way. I wanted to watch I Saw the
That's
TV.
3. Oh my
Dude,
God.
Challengers is like 3 hours. I've told Mark this. I've tried to watch I Saw the TV Glow like 3 fucking times. Every time I try to watch it, I fall asleep. Guess what? I
I
give up.
second that.
I give up. You know what I mean? I'm trying. I've tried 3 times.
I don't blame you though, by the way. It's the first, I guess, 50. I've only made it to like the 20-minute mark. That's as far as I got.
I think you've made it
15
further
minute, I
than me.
fell asleep. 20-minute, I fell asleep. So yeah, it's one of those movies that maybe it just has a slow start, but
Maybe.
you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be one of these things where I'm gonna pick up all those 2023 movies I missed at the end of 2024
Oh
movies I missed
yeah.
at the end of 2025.
It'll be
I'll
Christmas
usually do my catch
2025
up
and you'll be watching
almost a year
Challengers
later.
and shit.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. I'm watching Challengers. Dude, I wanted to watch Love Lies Bleeding because I know you loved that movie and I didn't get around to it. I obviously missed Blink Twice because I forgot it existed. There were just like tons of 2024 movies I haven't seen yet. All right, Mark, I wanted to just chime in on that because Mark called out a good one. Blink Twice I actually do want to see and I've heard good shit about. All right, man, my biggest surprise, I have 2 surprises. Biggest surprise. I'm going to start good. I'm going to start positive. My biggest surprise of the year, oh shit, good surprise, was seeing fucking Wesley Snipes come out of retirement as Blade in Deadpool and
Yeah.
Wolverine. That was the best fucking part of that movie. I love Wesley Snipes. I love Blade. I was so fucking excited when he showed up, dude. I couldn't believe it. My whole fucking theater like erupted. It was like Blade Mania all of a sudden. That to me was the most pleasant surprise of the year. I truly was surprised. I had no idea it was coming. So I'm going to give it to Wesley Snipes' return as Blade.
That's a good one, actually.
And here's my bad surprise. I'm gonna poop on something. Here's my bad surprise, everybody. Listen, it's a good movie, but I fucking hate Count Orlok's mustache. I thought that was the worst surprise of the year.
Wow.
Was the reveal that Count Orlok has a gas station mustache. He looks like he works at a fucking gas station. Everything in Nosferatu is operating at such a high level. Sound design, cinematography, tone, vibe. And then he fucking... I couldn't get over it.
Facial hair.
I couldn't. I'm sorry. I had no problem with his hair. I loved the voice, the performance, the shadows. Dude, I thought the mustache was ridiculous. And people in my audience were laughing.
By the way, for context, I know you mentioned this in our text. Do you think it's because you watched Sonic 3 first and Jim Carrey's character just has the ridiculous mustaches?
Yes!
Do you think that played into it?
Dude, it looked like fuck. All I could think about was Jim Carrey. I was like, this looks like Jim Carrey.
I saw it in reverse. So to me, it made Jim Carrey's mustache funnier and it made Count Orlok's bearable. But I think if I were you and I saw them so close to each other, yeah, you could probably see it as
when you
kind
first
of
see Count Orlok and he's got like the big fucking Cossack hat on and the fur, that's fine because it kind of hides his face. Like I get it. He's supposed to look like Vlad the Impaler. Cool. But when he's bald and it's just him and you could see him clearly, the mustache looks he looks like fucking Freddie Mercury or something. It looks ridiculous.
You know what they should have done though? Because of that time, I think that mustache, like when you see Vlad the Impaler portraits, he has that kind of mustache. They should have gave him that long, gross, stringy, greasy hair.
Then
though.
give him the
and
long
I think that would
hair.
have blended in that mustache really well. Plus, it would have
100%.
hid some of the grossness of his bald head to make him a little bit more mysterious.
Yeah. Also, too, if he's clearly, spoiler, performing some kind of vampire glamour magic to make himself look that way, because we see the way he really looks at the end, why wouldn't he just erase the mustache? It made no fucking sense.
He peels it off.
Yeah, just, dude, yes! It was like a fucking, I was like, is this The Office? I felt like I was watching a comedy. I was like, this looks ridiculous. I'm sorry, the mustache took me out of it. So that was my worst.
It's also too like
biggest
every
surprise,
version of Count Orlok, no mustache either.
Yes, dude.
So it's kind of like going against the established version of him.
Yes, and it would have, to me, it would have been such a home run had he just done that and said, "Fuck it." The rest of the movie's different. I get it. You want to do something different. The rest of the movie's different enough visually, everything. Yeah. If he would have just said, "Fuck it," I'm gonna have Orlok look the way he looks. Like, I appreciate the restraint. He didn't repeat the stairwell shot that we all know from the original, or the shot of him on the boat creeping around. Like, he could have done the easy shit. He didn't. Yeah, dude, he could have done that. But okay, cool. I get it. You want to make your own Nosferatu, but don't go that far, dude. It was ridiculous. He looked like he had a fucking disguise. I was like, what rest stop does he work at?
There's a multiverse where this episode is happening, but you saw it in reverse, and you're basically like,
and I love
it. Very cool, very Cossack. I loved it actually. It was very of the time.
Totally, yeah, totally. And that's that guy's whole bit. Robert Eggers' whole bit is like he wants to be, true to the period, right? You watch The Witch, you can't fucking understand anything anybody's saying because they're speaking in like 16th
no one was
century
allowed to
dialects.
wipe their ass on set.
Yeah, exactly. No iPhone, right? And also no wiping up the ass.
It has to smell like the period.
Yeah.
Like there's no catering. You have to subsistence farm.
I did what you said. I got rickets. Oh, you're cut from the film. You didn't need to get rickets.
Wait, what's rickets?
Isn't rickets like an old-timey, like Charles Dickens like disease?
But I don't know what the fuck it is though. It could be anything.
Hang on. You know what? We're going to fucking look it up, Mark. We're going to pause.
It's probably horrific, too, but it sounds funny.
What is rickets? Okay, here we go. Mark. Oh, Jesus, now I feel bad. Rickets, I'm not cutting it. I don't care. We're leaving it in for historical accuracy. Rickets is a bone disease that affects children's growing bones, causing them to soften and weaken. Boo! Oops. Everyone's booing me now. Boo this man. Boo. I'm sorry, everybody.
Like, you made fun of the melted ice cream children.
You made fun of I saw the TV glow, and now you're making fun of the Ricketts kids? How dare you!
Piece of shit!
You piece of shit!
And you're saying it's spring break in the wintertime, you fucking asshole!
Okay. Mark, our next category Biggest letdown. Biggest
Oh
letdown of the year.
shit!
Mark has been hyping this. He says he's got several titles. I only have one. Oh no, I'm sorry, two. I have two. My B. I have two.
Okay,
So I'll tell
how do
you
you
this.
want to play this one then?
How about this? Because I think mine are pretty quick. I'll just get through mine because I want to hear yours. I'll roll mine off. I don't have much to say. One of them, people who listen to this show already know. I had two biggest letdowns of the year. One was Twisters. Oof, dude. And you know I was hyped, Mark, because I love the original Twister.
I think you and I
yeah.
both are in complete an agreement with that because that was I think that's what I was talking about this year was just like all the big blockbusters were just fucking huge flops.
Yes, they were like wet farts of a movie. Like it was just like Twister's fucking blew. It blew. You know?
It was trying to be too arty. It was like, how about we hide the Twisters by showing them holding on to this pipe?
Yeah.
It's like,
How about
I don't wanna
instead of the
fucking
fun
see that.
tornado team of storm chasers, we're gonna follow the really boring people and make it about the housing crisis. Anyway, Twisters. Go back and listen to our Twisters episode if you want to hear me more in depth. Take that movie down. And finally, another episode we did. Mark wasn't on this one. Maxine was my biggest letdown of the year.
Yes.
As a giant fan of the X trilogy, X, Pearl. Dude, we were so
Do you
psyched for
almost
Maxine.
feel like do you think he has to kind of make a redemption movie for that character just because the first two are great and then the third one is just like the one that I was most excited about tanked horribly. I totally agree with you guys, actually.
To me, at this point, I think at the time I was so raw about it, I would have said, yeah, sure, he needs a redemption movie. At this point, I'm over it. I'm like, you've already killed this character in this franchise. Please don't make any more. I think just don't do it. Yeah, dude. And I love her. She's amazing.
Yeah,
she
she's
deserves better. I don't know what the fuck happened. Even she seems kind of checked out. I don't know. It's not the Maxine that I think we saw in X. It just felt like a completely different. It's not only a completely different take on the character,
hyped it
but
up so much too.
Yeah,
like the end.
It's also not a horror movie. How do you cap your horror trilogy with like a crime thriller? It was like an Avenging Angel movie, not even a slasher.
Yeah.
It just was it was so dumb. Anyway, that's it. If you want to hear me go in depth, we have episodes on both Twisters and Maxine. Those are my biggest letdowns of the year. And I'm going to give the fucking floor to Mark. Mark?
Okay, so
Biggest
I can
letdowns.
remove two from my list because those were both on my list as
nice.
well, so no need to repeat. Biggest letdowns, I'm going to start off with Megacocalypse. That stunk.
Megaflopolis.
It was so bad.
Mark,
that,
not even John Voight's boner could save it.
No, not even John Voight. There was nothing redeeming in it. It was such a slog. Part of me was like in disbelief that we didn't walk out because that was quite long.
It was
Jesus.
quite long. It was quite long.
The other movie I was looking forward to, mainly because I like the directors too, so I guess it hurts even more, was Trap was another one. That one kind of fell apart. And it's one of those scenarios that I do enjoy. It's like, there's a huge game on, and then there's all this intrigue and flopped. Argyle, love the director.
Oh, yeah,
that was
God damn.
terrible.
Oh, God,
also loved, you know, I love Mad Max. Furiosa.
Oh,
That was another
Oh my
one.
God! Yes, another crushing disappointment.
And another one. I love Nick Cage, but unfortunately, I can't recommend Long Legs. It's like I think I wrecked it at the time, but in retrospect, that movie got hyped up so much, and then another one that just kind of fell flat. So
it kind of falls apart on itself
letdowns.
too. That's an amazing list, by the way. I echo everything.
But it also
Mark
makes you
said.
realize, like, look at how many blockbusters are in that, and they just kind of like
they kind of wet the bed
to a degree where they've basically killed off their own franchises. I don't think we're, like you were saying, we're probably not going to see any more Mad Max property for a while, or at least from George Miller.
I think The Wasteland is dead, and I think George Miller is 85, and I don't know if he'll make another movie. There's a rumor. I saw a story the other day that was like, Chris Hemsworth wants George Miller to make the Thor part 5, and I was like, I hate.
Cool.
Oh, I was like, I hate every part of this sentence. I was like, the last Thor movie was a fucking disgrace. George Miller just needs to just be George Miller, man. You don't need to make any more movies. You don't even have anything to prove. You don't have anything left to prove. Just leave it. I don't
Can
want
you
any
imagine
part of that.
if he went out on that last Mad Max, not the prior
Oh,
Mad
if he went
Max
on a
movie?
Fury Road, what a way to be
Dude,
remembered,
can you
dude.
imagine that's your legacy?
Yes.
Fuck. It's sort of, you know what it reminds me of? It's like those boxers that just can't, it's like they have fucking CTE,
Yep.
they're slow, but they just keep coming back like, the last one, I'll get that knockout. And then they just fuck their brain up.
Like Tyson. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, then you wind up fighting a YouTuber and losing
Yeah.
so that
And
you can
everyone
get
gets
paid.
to see your ass. Although his ass won. Tyson's ass totally won that whole.
Yeah, that was the biggest
it was
surprise.
worth
That was
the
a
whole
good
thing
surprise.
Just to see that was where he has this brilliant. I'm going to say that was my biggest surprise of the year was that amazing moment with his son, and then he turns around and it's his ass.
It was
Best
like a moment from
performance
The
of the
Office, dude. It was like, how do you expect to win? What do you expect tonight? Flawless victory. I love you, son. And then he turns. The interviewer's his son, and there's Mike Tyson's naked ass. It was just, I was like, this is like a Michael Scott bit. This is fucking crazy.
The cameraman didn't even try to like
No.
zoom in to compensate. It was just straight up ass shot.
That could have
That was
improved
such a great moment.
so many movies on Mark's letdown list. If there would have just been one exposed ass shot of the main actor, then you would have shot up a bit. I agree with everything Mark said. I also do. I mean, I'll add. I thought Megaflopolis was hilarious. It to me feels like a movie that almost defies rating or discussion. Like I don't even know how to begin talking about that movie. All I can tell you is that I wasn't bored, but I have no need to discuss it or see it again. It was just like this. The only thing I remember was Jon Voight having a boner, literally calling out said boner, and then shooting a bow and arrow right into Shia LaBeouf's ass. That's what I remember.
Two great ass moments.
Two great ass moments. That's what it is. Always comes back to the ass, dude. Always comes back to the ass. Can I just say something too before we continue? I'm gonna give you a cop-out answer to something because I think even before we're not even to the top to our favorites of the year yet. But I just want to say something. I was kind of struggling, and it goes to what to something you were saying earlier, Mark. You were saying this year has just not felt good for movies. There hasn't been one standout thing. We got one blockbuster after another that was just pure crap. And I would agree with that. And I'll tell you why I agree with that. My favorite thing I saw this year was not a movie. My favorite thing I saw this year was The Penguin.
Mike Tyson's ass. Oh.
It was The Penguin. And because this is a movie show, I can't name The Penguin number one. But to me, that, whatever that was, those 8 or 9 hours that I spent
Can
with
I
The
say
Penguin,
you should
that was
be-
my favorite thing.
As co-host, can I just say you should just be allowed to do that? 'Cause
Should I
to
just
be
do
honest,
that?
think about it this way. Does that feel like a streaming series to you or one big movie?
It felt like a 9-hour cinematic saga.
So to me, it transcends the streaming genre because it's a one big cohesive film, no filler, everything works. Like even like I said a couple episodes ago, like even Fallout felt like it had filler episodes.
Yes.
The Penguin straight through is one big fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it looks like one big
with
movie.
no time wasted, no scene wasted. Like that's what I was thinking. Because Jess goes, "Well, what is your favorite movie?" And I was talking to her over dinner, and I said, "I don't have a favorite movie of 2024. My favorite movie is The Penguin. That was my favorite movie of 2024."
I kept trying to add The Jackal and Frasier, but I knew I couldn't.
Well, fuck it. If I can add The Penguin, you can add those in too.
The Jackal, by the way, to me was the most compelling drama and action I've seen the whole year. And I'm more of an action big budget guy, so it was slick. It had everything I wanted. It like transcended all the genres. It was in all the movies that were similar to it. It just totally destroyed them.
But I think that goes to what you're saying, that like this is the first year, and I don't know how many years, where I can't say my favorite movie was this. Like to me, I've never had a year where I'm like, my favorite movie wasn't actually a movie, it was a streaming show, because that's where we're at with our movies. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad a little bit.
Here's a good way to kind of like sum it up. When you think of us going to the movies, I did not go to the theater. I look back at my pay stub, or the stubs, to see what movies I saw in the theater to create my list, and it was not many this year. And
Wow.
that's because there wasn't much to get me into the theater, like to get me to drive out, to take the subway down. Most of the time I was actually waiting for it to come on streaming because
Yeah.
it was like after all the disappointments from the early ones, it's kind of like, why should I waste my time going to the
Right.
theater just to get another letdown
Why
performance?
subject myself to other people for this when I could just do this
exactly.
at home, right?
Yeah.
In the comfort of my home, away from troglodytes who go to them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame you. But that's what I said. I was just like, this is the first year in a very long time that my favorite thing isn't a movie. It's a show. The Penguin was my favorite thing. So I will play ball and I'll do a top 10 with movies, but the Penguin was the best fucking thing I saw all year. It was the Penguin, everybody.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
That was so goddamn good. Like some of the movies I saw couldn't even hit the quality of the Penguin.
Dude, no, not at
You know?
all. Not even close.
And I'm talking about not just look, I'm talking about like effects, acting, everything, sound design, everything in that
Writing.
show was brilliant.
The writing is fucking phenomenal. And I see other people, nominees, making the rounds in these bullshitty award shows for writing, and I'm like, these scripts are garbage. Garbage. The Penguin, that is a piece of writing. I sounded like David. The Penguin, that's a piece of writing. God damn it. Which line is the horizon? Okay. Mark, let's get back to the list. Let's do it. Favorite male performance, Mark. Favorite male performance. I have a winner for me, but I also have a runner-up. So I've got two. It's not a tie, but
Okay.
I did it like that, where I had a favorite and a runner-up.
All right, I'm going to go with
you have-
Dondas.
Oh, you going?
Dondas was fucking great. The only guy I remember. Okay, so here's my list. It goes Dondas, the two kids in Never Let Go, because they're fucking so goddamn good that they felt like adult seasoned actors. Even if you're not, if I know the movie got bad ratings, but you should just watch it to see how goddamn good these kids are at acting. And if they're not somebodies in the next 10 years, I'll jump out a window. And of course, Dev Patel and Monkey Man. I fucking loved him in that. So he gets the top.
Mark, I'm trying to find out what's the name of the monkey who plays Dondas. Okay, here we go. Dondas, the pet monkey of Emperor Caracalla.
I hope he has a human name. That'd be
Dude,
awesome.
not only does he have a human name, he has a lady name because it's a lady.
Ah,
Lady
shit.
monkey, played by real life
I
female.
assumed its gender.
You assumed
I
its gender, you
apologize.
fucking bigot.
I'll put that in my favorite female.
Put it in your favorite female performances because it's played by real life female capuchin monkey Sherry. Her name is Sherry.
Damn it, I didn't do my research. All right, so it's going to be Dev Patel and then those kids.
Mark, I'm going to tell you something. My favorite male performance of the year, Dev Patel in Monkey Man. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Really?
That was my
Yeah, what are
favorite.
the odds?
That was my favorite bit of acting I saw all year, besides the Penguin, where I was like, the performance, for a movie, I should say. I'm not counting the Penguin or the Jackal. For a movie, for my money, it was Monkey Man. Dev
Oh, for
Patel
sure.
crushed it. The acting, the directing, but especially the acting. He embodied that character. You were rooting for him. Like, I'm not kidding, dude. Nobody's talking about Monkey Man. Everybody needs to see Monkey Man. Monkey Man, to me, is like Rocky. You are rooting for Rocky. You're rooting for, I think his name is Kid in the movie. You're rooting for Kid in the same way. The same fucking way, dude. He's able to rally an audience. Like, when I think about what that guy did, like, that guy's so fucking talented. He's acting
He
in the movie.
directed it too.
Directed it, wrote it. He's thinking about how to visualize. He's fighting. He's training. It's a physical movie. On top of all that, he's still able to deliver a fucking knockout performance. Dude, I think...
Literally.
I love it, dude. Dev Patel was my main winner for favorite male performance in a movie.
Okay.
I have a runner-up too, though.
Oh,
My runner-up was David Johnson, who plays Andy in Alien Romulus. He was my runner-up, second favorite performance. He was the synthetic in Alien Romulus. I thought that kid did a phenomenal job. To me, he stole the movie, and I was just so blown away by his acting because I've never seen that guy before. And all of a sudden, he just like exploded off the screen, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" You can go back and listen to our Alien
That's a
Romulus
good-
episode,
yeah.
and I can't stop talking about him because I was so blown away. That to me was one of my favorite performances. Was that kid David Johnson?
I concur. Actually, he was really good. Okay, so since I fucked up Dondas, my stupid joke,
Yeah, dude.
I'd have to definitely. I just remembered it. Jesse Plemons, even though it was such a tiny scene,
Yes.
it was such an effective bit of acting that he did, and he had to fill in last minute. So I'm going to throw him in there too because I
There you
thought
go.
that was one of the most terrifying performances I've seen.
Oh, agreed. Jesse Plemons, by the way, from Civil War. Mark's talking about Jesse
Yeah.
Plemons from. But really, that's what people remember. Not only from him this year, but from that movie. They all
Him
know.
in general.
Yeah, they. What else could you name Jesse Plemons 2024? Nothing. Everybody knows Civil War, though. That's it. That's what they're. So, Mark, favorite female performance? Is it Sherry the monkey for Dondas?
Dondas. Now I can do my goddamn Dondas joke. Shit.
Hail Dondas!
I'm gonna go. So I have two. Of course, it's the two leads in Love Lies Bleeding. They did great, and
Fuck, I gotta watch this.
my number one performance is Thelma. She was fucking awesome as that old lady, and I
Mark.
think she deserves some of the. She deserves the awards for that, but she's never gonna get them because she's old and stupid Hollywood people hate old people.
Mark, I want to show you my screen because I don't know that you will believe me. Mark, we are 2 for 2, I believe. Oh wait,
Really?
I believe we are. Oh no, wait, I gotta do all my settings to share my screen. I'll figure that out later. Mark, my favorite female performance of the year, June Squibb as Thelma.
Yes.
We're 2 for 2
He
on the
totally
acting
deserves it.
categories.
You know what's funny? And they're as far as movies are concerned from 2024, I would say they're the most obscure. No one I know has seen Monkey Man, and outside of you, no one I know has seen Thelma and
Yeah.
the producer in the booth. So
Thelma's fucking great. You will definitely be hearing more about Thelma in my favorites list coming up later. But dude, June Squibb, I thought, to me, knocked it out of the fucking park. Like, again, I think I'm attracted less to like showy acting and more to like how good an actor can embody a character and make that character memorable enough or someone that I want to be with or root for. And dude, I can't think of two better ones than Dev Patel and Monkey Man and June Squibb and Thelma. I can't believe it, dude.
Well,
We're fucking right on the line for our acting
I know that's
performances.
fucking awesome. I guess
I
that's
have
why
a
we get
runner-up
along
as
so well.
My runner-up for female performance is Dondas. No, I'm kidding. My favorite female runner-up, Nell Tiger Free from The First Omen. She fucking blew me away.
Shit.
Again,
I
that was an
forgot.
actor, kind of like the android kid in Alien. I had never seen this girl before. I was like blown away by the performance. I was like, who the fuck is this? Amazing acting from somebody. Yeah. She's
That's
my
a good,
runner-up. Nell Tiger Free.
very-
She fucking killed it.
Damn, I forgot about that. Shit.
Mark, favorite, since we're both big horror guys on this show, favorite kill. Did you have a favorite kill of the year? Now, it doesn't have to be from a horror movie. It can be from whatever, but it usually does tend to kind of coincide with being a horror film.
You know what's okay? So of all, I just went with this is how I rated this one. I was like, okay, what were the moments that, without looking through a list of films, where I was just like, I instantly I remember those because this way it's the most impactful. So I chose In a Violent Nature. Every one of those kills just really affected me because they were just so disturbing and gross, and it was shot in such a realistic way. But it's all I don't know. It was just very unnerving to see someone's head get pulled through their body. It was just very creative too, but at the same time done in a way that felt real. It wasn't over the top. It was just kind of like, here's a guy fucking pulling a head through a body, and it actually feels like it. So, and my other one was, I don't know why, it's such a stupid scene, but in Sonic 3, when the grandfather gets killed, that made me laugh so much. So those are my two favorite. I think those were my favorite kills that I remembered over the course of the year. I'm sure there's better ones, but I just went with a visceral impact. So
I have two, and to the first one, I want to say, Mark, get the fuck out of my brain. My favorite kill of the year is the yoga girl from In a Violent Nature. Fucking Mark and I are now 3 for 3. Jesus. Can you tell that we're buddies? Dude, the yoga girl, when he fucking pulls her head, that's like the most inventive kill I've seen in like 20 years of watching horror movies. Like it's the one
And you
that I
watch
thought
like
about.
all the crazy ones too.
Yeah, dude. And I have a runner up here that rivals it for audacity, but to me, this was the one I keep thinking about, was that girl getting the head pulled up through the body. It was the only kill I saw in a horror movie in theaters that we had actual visible walkouts. That scene happened, and we had walkouts in our audience, and I knew in my mind, dude, back when that movie came out, I was like, that's my favorite kill of the year right there, because I could see it pushing people out of the cinema.
Yeah, that's why I like that you and I, because for me a long time ago it was Bone Tomahawk when they sliced
Oh yeah, dude, the
half,
bisecting.
and everybody walked out of the theater.
Oh, you lucky bastard. I wish I could have seen I saw Bone Tomahawk at home alone. I wish I could have seen it in a theater with people to see them get all fucking disgusted.
You would have had the same experience because by the end of that movie it was just me and my friend in the theater. Everybody walked out.
It was you and S. Craig Zoller. And he was like, "Stop following me into the bathroom." That's an old joke for people who listen to the show.
I have to clog the toilet every time I can't have an audience.
Please don't go in there. Just give it 5 minutes.
I gotta write up a song about how I clogged the toilet.
My runner-up for favorite kill, and hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but it's the chainsaw up the butt from Terrifier 3. I
have not seen that
Oh,
movie,
sorry.
So. No, it's okay. I don't mind. Like, I'm assuming that something fucking disgusting is gonna happen in that series, so it doesn't matter if you spoil it.
If you've seen Terrifier 3, you know exactly the scene I'm talking about. It was the kill of the movie, and as good as it was, it just didn't beat the yoga girl from In a Violent Nature, but boy oh boy, Terrifier 3, I always have a blast with all those Terrifier movies, and I think Chainsaw Up the Butt is pretty much the worst one.
But when you compare it to a head getting pulled through a body,
In a Violent Nature all the way.
Kill.
Yeah, In a Violent Nature just takes the cake. So there you go. In a Violent Nature claiming the favorite kill award on the pod.
And rightfully so.
And well earned. I hope they make a sequel. That's one I can't wait. I cannot wait to see In a Violent Nature 2, because there's just the lore is so interesting.
One of the most unique killers too, right?
Yes, and there's so much more you can do with him. There's so much that's not known yet. Like, I feel like as much, and again, I love Terrifier and I love those movies. I love Art, but I feel like we kind of know what we're going to know about Art the Clown. We kind of know what we know about Terrifier, unless they do something radically different in the fourth movie. To me, Johnny, I believe was his name in A Violent Nature, we know absolutely fucking zilch about. So I'm interested to sort of learn more.
Do you feel as though it needs to stay that way? Sometimes they give away too much. It's like, I don't need a lore movie. You know,
Totally,
the second one always turns into these fucking lore movies.
The
it's
lore
we have to explain his origin.
It disappears up its own ass, and it always caves in on itself. Like, again, Maxine is another perfect example of that one. If you commit too much to lore and you disappear up your own ass, your movie tanks. It suffers as a result.
And it fucking ruins the other movies that came before it, too.
Yes, 100%, dude. You ready for the next category, Mark?
Yeah, I am.
Favorite
ready,
moments on film. This can be anything, again, a scene, a performance, and it can be anything. Favorite moments on film, dude. What were your favorite moments on film this year?
I like that none of them are going to be these like moving cinematic moments. Mine is like the car chase scene in Carry On where they kept it as one single shot.
Oh yeah, dude, that was great.
It looks kind of wonky, but I love that shit so much. I love.
Dude, I'm so glad you watched Carry On.
Movies.
I didn't know. I was like, I texted Mark over the holiday break.
Dude.
I was like, Mark, you got to watch Carry On. You got to watch Carry On. So did you wind up liking the movie?
I did, yeah.
It's fucking great, right?
It's the action sequences. Okay, I'll say like any fight scene in The Beekeeper, but yeah, Carry On was super fun. I loved it. It definitely had that. It was more of a thriller, but it had that kind of like Die Hard Christmas feel to it, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that is a fun one. Yeah. So there you go. Favorite moments. For me, I have a couple. I have these written down over here. I did want to call out one of my favorite things from Monkey Man was when Monkey Man's training and he's training with the drummer and the drummer starts to kind of help him learn the timing of his moves, and the two of them together, it was this amazing balletic duo. They're playing against one another, but it's organic. Like, they're not friends. They don't know each other. They're hiding. it was just a beautiful human moment, but it also was just like kind of kick ass, like made you want to fucking fight, like awesome
Did
fucking
you want to
moment.
go to like a jujitsu gym?
Dude, I did. I was like, I'm gonna be the 87th white guy to wander into the BJJ class, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class. I'm here because of Monkey Man. Like, I get my ass whooped on the first night.
They put you in like a neck crank and you never come back.
Yeah,
But you have like a permanent neck injury as a result.
Yeah, dude, exactly. You're like, oh, I can't do the podcast for 6 months. Why? I got my ass kicked at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Dude, you show up to the next one and you're just with the fucking neck brace.
I'm in a full body cast. Jess has to work the controls for the podcast. Another favorite moment of mine was the MacArthur Park sing-along from Beetlejuice at the wedding. That was one of my favorite moments. I had a really great time with that. And third and final favorite moment of the year, and this one I am going to give to Terrifier 3, was just the fucking... It was not Chainsaw Up the Butt. I will not give it to Chainsaw Up the Butt. But what I am going to give it to was Art the Clown in his Santa getup showing up to the mall to be the mall Santa is one of my favorite scenes of the year. It's fucking ludicrous. It's so silly and awesome. And to me, that's when the movie operates like higher, almost a little higher than it's reaching for. So those were my 3 favorite moments of the year. All right,
I should mention, I did like for male performance, which I completely forgot. I did like what's his face in Heretic. I thought he did
Hugh
it.
Grant was good.
I know a lot of people were disappointed by the ending, but I have to put it on my list somewhere because
put
I
that
thought
on there.
Hugh Grant did an awesome job.
Yeah,
I totally missed some stuff in here.
That was another 2024 I caught up with that I liked, but the ending I didn't really love the ending, but Hugh Grant was fucking awesome in it, man. I think ending...
I kind of hope he
told you my
does some
problem
more
with the
horror
ending.
films, to be honest, after seeing that.
Yeah, dude. I actually just love this little comeback he's having. He's picking really interesting roles, and I feel like for the first time, it's like okay to like Hugh Grant. Because I feel like in his day, when he was famous, like doing Notting Hill and 4 Weddings and a Funeral, people were like, ew, you like Hugh Grant? What's the matter with you?
It's like, he's a pretentious cunt that loves prostitutes.
Exactly. And now it's kind of cool to like Hugh Grant. So it's kind of funny how time turns
He's
all
so
things.
real
Mark.
as an asshole.
Yeah, he's such a lovable asshole. All right, Mark. Here we go. We're getting to the main event soon. Honorable mentions. So these are things that maybe were on your favorites list that you just want to call out that there weren't room because we did try to keep it to 10. I have 5 right now. 5 or 6. I think I might have 5 or 6.
Let's see.
How many do you have,
I have
for honorable
9.
mention? Okay, you want to go back and forth a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you want to kick us off? What's your first honorable mention of the year?
It's not on my top 10 list, probably because I don't know how good the rewatchability is, but Memoir of a Snail was probably one of the most moving and poignant things I've seen this year, and it affected me most emotionally, I'd say. So that's going to be the first mention. And it's a really cool, it's a more lower budget. Don't expect Leica style stop motion effects, but if you're looking at a pure filmmaker, I feel as though this was the movie that represented the true artists, the suffering artists. So Memoir of a Snail is very good. Yeah.
I like that guy's other movie, Mary and Max. So I've been waiting. That's one. Actually. Yeah, it's really good. If you like, I've been hearing Memories of a Snail is great, but if you like that style, like very adult, sort of dramatic interpretations of life in stop motion, you should check out Mary and Max. That's the guy's other movie. It's really good. Yeah.
All right, I'll definitely check that out.
I'm gonna check out Memories of a Snail. That was one I missed.
It is, I have to warn people, it is sad. So you do kind of have to be in that mode where that's the expectation.
Yeah, ready to be sad.
Sad. But I'll say, no spoiler, because I think you should know this. Don't expect a sad sack droll ending. It's actually very uplifting as a film.
Oh, nice. My first honorable mention of the year is something that my brother Mark turned me on to, Transformers 1. It just barely didn't make my list because there were other movies I wanted to squeeze on there, but I kept fighting, dude. You want to talk about moving shit on and off your list? Transformers 1 was always, it was like a 10 bumped out, 10 bumped out. It just got bumped out for something else that I got bumped
Man,
in.
I'm curious to see your top 10
It's
now.
yeah, dude. Transformers 1 is my first honorable mention. I love this. We talked about it, I think, on the show before a little bit. Mark gave it a
Yeah.
glowing review, and his review was so good. It motivated me. His rec motivated me to watch it, and I'm so glad I did. It was, I think the trailer, I think I said this on the episode, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but I think I said that the trailer felt like a Lego movie, very silly meta, and I was like, I don't care for this. But it was hiding.
It's none of those.
It's
Yeah.
none of those things. It was hiding a legitimately good origin for Megatron and an amazing story of brotherhood and how like you see like a fraction happen between these two people and how enemies are formed, and it just felt fucking like this is the kind of lore that's good. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? The Transformers lore, getting it right, very simple hero, villain, understanding where both of them are coming from. Dude, I think, and I love Michael Bay, I think this is the best Transformers movie ever made. Ever made.
Hey, well, I am a big Michael Bay fan too, and I do like the Transformers movies that he did, but I feel as though maybe this is an unpopular thing to say, but I think for Transformers, it suits the CG animation medium much better than live action. Granted,
100%.
those live
Yeah.
action ones are really
They're
good,
fun,
but you
but
can
yeah.
do so much more when everything is CG and you can move the camera anywhere you want
Yes.
without it being like too distracting. Plus,
Yes.
those character designs look so much better. You know,
It
it
is
makes
awesome.
more sense when you see their mouths animate. You know, it just
You get
it's more
those, but you also
suitable.
get those fun, colorful, like Transformers G1 kind of designs. You're seeing like,
Yeah,
right? You're seeing like
it doesn't
the
have
old
to be like
Bumblebee look.
photorealistic.
Yeah, it looks more
It can
cartoonish. It's
kind of
awesome.
yeah.
So
It
that was my
definitely
first
hits on
honorable
the
mention.
nostalgia factor while updating everything.
To me,
That's a
that
good
was
choice.
that was like the one recommendation this year. I know we try to catch each other's recs when we can, but that was like the first one that I was like, this is on my favorites of the year list, just straight up. I knew.
And I think we both regretted not seeing it in the theater too, which is like
100%.
that's
I'm
high
sad I
praise.
missed it. I'm sad I missed it. I would have braved dummies to watch this in the theater.
Yeah.
That's like the highest praise I can give now, dude. I'm willing to risk the dummies to see your movie in the theater. Mark, what's next for you on honorable mentions?
Okay, I'm gonna go with this is something that our buddy Kevin recommended on his podcast, which is Mads. I don't know if you got a chance to
Oh,
see
I didn't
that.
get to see Mads. No.
Dude, that is a very cool, low budget kind of like I won't say okay, you haven't seen it, but I'll just say to the audience and to you, check it out. It's really cool. Yeah, it's French. You have to read. Yeah, whatever. It's mostly visual anyway. It's really fun. I think it does something new and unique visually, and I love the way they tell the story. So check that shit out.
Damn. All right, Mads. Next up for me, honorable mentions, Beetlejuice. I bet you guys thought this was going to be on my top 10 list. Again, it kept getting bumped out. There were movies I saw at the last minute that kind of took its spot, but I had such a great time with the sequel. I know a lot of people were kind of half and half on it. Our buddy Tommy Nuggets did not like the movie at all. I loved it. To me, it was
I'm
like everything I wanted.
Can I say I'm actually I thought that was going to be everything that I thought that would be on your top 10 list is now on your honorable mention.
Yes,
So
dude. Yeah,
it's getting very interesting.
you're gonna have some curveballs in my list, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved Beetlejuice. To me, yes, it's one of those things. And again, you can go and listen to our episode about it with our buddy Dasein. I said, and I think I said the same thing on that episode, was I know the flaws. I see the flaws. I don't care. I had such a good time with it. I was just so happy to be back in the world, to see Tim Burton operating as his most imaginative self. The set pieces were great. I loved that it was zany. Too many of our Lego sequels are taking themselves too seriously and sapping the fun out of everything. Beetlejuice exists only to have fun. And that's why I loved it. So, on my honorable mentions.
Well,
Mark?
even the greatest films have problematic stuff. So
Yeah, dude.
I thought that like all the fun comedic moments totally outweighed any problem I had with Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though it's unfortunately, spoiler, it's not on my list, unfortunately, but I just I'm an idiot. I should have put it on I'll put it on my honorable mention list. So I'm going to second what you
There
said.
you go. Yeah.
My third one is going to be Axel F. I had a lot
Oh,
of fun. The
yeah.
action sequences were crazy, especially that garbage truck sequence.
Yeah, that
Eddie
was
Murphy
fun.
still has it, and I want to see more of him. So that's totally on my list.
Damn, that's a good one. Fuck, shit. All right, I want to do what Mark did. I'm going to echo that. I'll echo Axel F because I did enjoy that one. My third honorable mention, Cuckoo. Cuckoo was a movie
that was
that
a
I
great one, yeah.
discovered randomly in the middle of the year. Again, this was another movie that people were kind of shitting on. They were like, those people are idiots. Cuckoo is great. I think if you like a little weird Euro sci-fi tinge to your horror, you're going to love it. And I thought it had great performances all around, really unique scares, love the atmosphere. Cuckoo goes on my honorable mentions for sure.
I think these kind of, I noticed the movies we like kind of fall in these categories like Y2K, where I think your mainstream audience doesn't like the twists halfway through.
Yes.
But if you do like the second half of that twist, then you'll love the whole movie. But I think that's why all these movies are. I think they're just too surprising to people watching, and as a result of that, dude, it's crazy. Like Cuckoo has such bad ratings that I wasn't expecting, because you and I loved it, and I only watched it, by the way, because you had wrecked it. So it's kind of like it's strange. It's kind of strange that all these movies that we've listed are like like around the 5 and like under 6 on the rating.
And dude, I have movie friends that
fantastic.
I've talked about with Cuckoo, like talked to Cuckoo about, and no, I fucked that all up. I talked to them about Cuckoo. You see what happened? I talked to them about Cuckoo, and dude, they were just like, everybody was like, "No, man, you got it wrong." I was like, "Okay." Like, it's not a competition. You didn't like a movie, and I liked it. That's it. That's really all there is at the end of the day.
But does it make you question your taste sometimes? It's like, why am I only
No,
liking
never.
these
I'm used to that.
fucking
As somebody who
vibes?
loves cult films and has loved trash since high school, I am used to being publicly derided for my picks. So this is nothing new to me. Mark, what's next for you on honorable mentions?
All right, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna put in Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh shit!
It's
I
the
forgot
last
about it.
movie. My uncle passed away in Singapore, and it was the last movie I saw of him, so it's like a special place. So it has to be on the list. Plus, it's just a fun movie. As my aunt and uncle have like Parkinson's and dementia, so it was cool to see that a movie could be that fun visually, that it takes them out of their debilitating, and they were fucking laughing throughout the whole movie. So
Damn,
it has a special place in my heart, and it's a fun movie. So it's a great fun family movie that I highly recommend.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch that one. I've liked the other Kung Fu Panda movies. That's actually very sweet, man. Thanks for sharing that. I don't know. I mean, no, I do. I genuinely, I know that sounds like placaty radio bullshit, but it's true. You opened up, you said something real. This is a show where not many real things happen, so I wanted to just say thank you. I'm not being a dick. That was like a nice thing. You did a nice thing, People at home, watch the video. You can see my face. I'm being real. Now I'm in 4K. You can really see these fucking emotions, man. Okay. I got a couple. I got a couple more for my honorable mentions. Still not on my main list yet. Terrifier 3 makes the honorable mentions. It does not make its list in the top 10. I'm sorry. But I can't not have art.
Crazy.
I can't have art.
What the
not
fuck
art
is
on my,
gonna be
on
on
my
your
I gotta
10?
call art. I know, dude. You're gonna be I think you might be, well, no, because you know why? You'll hear the list and you'll be like, oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
I'm secretly hoping it's all like super indie movies from other countries that
It sounds
I
like
haven't
I'm
even heard of.
like I'm trying to appeal to love of cinema. They're like, Matt, what? Baby Girl #1. I can't wait to hear Jeff from Love of Cinema name Baby Girl as his #1 movie of the year. You know it's gonna fucking happen. If Sonic 3 is not on Jeff's favorite movies list, I will fucking riot. I love you, Jeff. Okay. Mark, what else you got on your list?
Oh wait, is yours done?
I have two. I'm
okay.
sorry, three more.
All right, I have. Let's see. I did Kung Fu Panda already. Sonic 3, I'm going to put on there just because I had a blast. My family fucking fell asleep. I took them and passed the fuck out. But it was my first time in a Screen X experience, and it was very cool.
Dude, how
was very
that?
immersive.
How was that?
It was. Have you been?
No, I've never been in Screen X.
Okay,
I've never been.
not to spoil this for anyone because who gives a shit? It's a fucking theater. Screen X is basically you have those edge to edge screens that that Alamo has, so it goes right to the wall.
Damn.
But then the wall, there's two side projectors firing this way, and they're projecting the rest. So for certain scenes, it's not everyone. It's kind of like IMAX, when
Sure, yeah.
Christopher Nolan does it. It's like here's
Oh
235
shit!
and
So
one,
like
then
the
we get to
finale in space, did it like fucking spread out?
basically certain action, not every action scene, but certain ones. I guess when they were more center frame, the characters, then they'd shoot it off to the side, so it felt like the action scene was wrapped
Whoa.
around you. When he's taking out those SWAT teams, it was really cool. And then they have like the flashing lights, and yeah, it's very cool. And
Shit.
the sound design is really fun. So if there's one around, you should check it out. It's kind of cool. But I would save it for fun movies. I don't think I would go to see like Gladiator 2
Yeah,
in it.
don't
'Cause
waste
may
it on the
distract you a
Brutalist.
bit. Yeah. Can you imagine if they start throwing indie movies in
That's
these
Jeff's
things?
number 2 favorite movie of the year, The Brutalist. Every time I see a poster for
Brutal-
The Brutalist,
The
I'm like,
Brutalist in 4DX.
I'm like, love of cinema loves this movie, The Brutalist. It's on 70 millimeter. It's 4 hours long. This is their favorite fucking movie of the year. I already know.
It has Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody, gotta have Adrian Brody.
Dude, that guy is like the indie darling for how many fucking years? That guy's got it. He's doing it right.
He's doing good. He's doing good. I'm also going to echo Mark. Sonic 3 is on my honorable mentions. I had such a fucking good time with it. Hard to fucking compete when a movie again just commits to entertaining its audience. That's what I'm not saying every movie needs to be entertaining or every movie needs to be happy. I'm just saying it's nice when our blockbusters remember, hey, I'm made to entertain. That's what I do. And I thought it was an excellent example of that. This is blockbuster filmmaking for the whole family. It's fucking fun. Get yourself a fucking bowl of
Not
Lucky
my
Charms.
family though, because they fell asleep.
Not Mark's family that fell asleep, even in the Screen X. Did your family look at the screens on the side and they were like, fuck this, and went to sleep,
There's too much
dude?
information.
Yeah, they couldn't process. They were like, fuck it, I'm out.
Oh shit! You know what I forgot? I should have added Jim Carrey to my male performance list because
You could still add him. There you go.
Okay, he's
Jim
there.
Carrey playing double duty as Robotnik and his grandfather. Fucking great.
By the way, that was so funny. The dance sequence with his
Oh my god,
grandfather
yes, was
through the
amazing.
lasers.
So fucking good. I also just love the sensibilities of Sonic 3 that they're not afraid to be super silly. Like, there's a fake telenovela that Robotnik is obsessed with that they went ahead and made. They shot a whole telenovela. They cast real Spanish actors. I'm a Ted Lasso fan. It was so cool to see Danny Rojas show up randomly. So it's just, I love that kind of shit. Like, yeah, fuck it. He's going to be obsessed with a fucking telenovela and we're going to shoot it. Awesome.
The amount of like takeout food that was just everywhere.
It was great. It was fucking great. Mark, I only have one more honorable mention, and then I think you have a couple more, right?
Yeah.
My last honorable mention is, and it didn't even make the full list. It's gonna shock you, dude. Y2K. Y2K. I gotta call out again for honorable mentions. I really loved it. I know everybody hates it. I'm used to this. Like I said, I'm used to being the outlier. I think two things. One, I think people are just fucking trying to broom this under the rug and say it's just a nostalgia movie. It is that, but it's so much more. It's also a really well-written movie about friendship.
Like, why is that a bad thing, by the way? Fucking
that's what
thing?
people hang their hat on. They're like, it's just an excuse for these people to relive the 90s. First off, I want to relive the 90s.
What's wrong with that?
Because 2025 sucks. And
yeah, it already stinks.
Secondly, Kyle Mooney is hilarious. I think if you don't like Kyle Mooney's style of awkward comedy, I think the movie won't resonate for you. But here's what people need to know. As an old man who was actually growing up the same age as the characters in the movie in 1999, I'm here to tell you, life was that awkward. It was that weird. It was that stupid. The popular kids in school were also very lame. Like, it's fucking true to life. And that's the only kind of thing you can commit to screen like that if you were there. And Kyle Mooney clearly, like, is our age, gets it, puts his fucking brand of weird humor in it, and then the best part is the icing on the cake, he turns it into a monster movie. Thank you for that.
And it's, by the way, it's like a 90s monster movie too. So everything
Yes.
fits in really well together. It's got that stop motion style of
Yeah, you had a
Terminator
great
going
comparison
on.
for it. You said Screamers, right? Screamers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Screamers. It was, I mean, it was an all-encompassing 90s movie. Plus the cast was awesome. It was super fun. It doesn't take itself super seriously. Even when some characters die, it's done in a way where it's just like a kind of, it's amusing. It's like part of the
Yes.
story. You don't
But then
feel
he
bad about it,
he
you know?
even gives characters like heroic send-offs. Like it's actually it's a fucking good movie. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna buy
It's way
Y2K
better
when it
than I
comes on
thought it.
4K. It's great. Yeah.
It's got a ton of rewatchability. There's probably tons of Easter eggs in the background if you're from the
Oh
90s
yeah.
like us too. And it's all feels very authentic. There wasn't a moment where my brain was like, that's inauthentic. That didn't happen. Maybe
Yes.
there are, but on my first viewing, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And those kids are great actors too.
Yeah,
They're like
they're all fantastic.
phenomenal.
The fuck Ricky Baker, you can't go wrong with Ricky Baker, dude. Ricky Baker's always awesome.
Dude, that kid kills it.
Every time that kid kills it. He's fucking great. I should
Even the
learn his
movies
real
that I
name.
don't like, he's awesome. Yeah.
I just have been calling him Ricky Baker since Hunt for the
Isn't it
Wilder
like
People.
Julian something?
Let's look him up, dude. Ricky Baker. His name is dude. Oh my God, Mark Julian Dennison is his name.
Fucking on a roll with my brain.
Let's play Ricky
My favorite
Baker's.
fine bourbon.
Let's play Ricky Baker's birthday song.
Ricky Baker, now you are 13 years old. You are a teenager and you're as good as gold. Ricky Baker, oh. Ricky Baker, happy birthday. Once rejected, now accepted by me and Hector. We're a trifecta. Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker.
That's right. There you go, Ricky Baker. I played the whole fucking song too because I love it. Mark, anything left for you on honorable mentions?
I do. One was Y2K, but we already discussed that. So the remaining two these are gonna kind of slot in with love of cinema. The first one of the remaining two is Small Things Like These, which is,
Oh
by the
shit.
way, Cillian Murphy in indie films is my favorite. He's goddamn good. I prefer him in these smaller films. Really cool, unique story. And his performance is very like low key and very real. And I feel as though the movie's about like your average person where they see wrong happening in the world and most people choose not to do anything. And this guy makes a step to make a little change. It's a very cool movie. So I highly recommend
Damn.
it. Nice. It's a very, like I said, it's a very small film. It's very indie, but it's done really well. And it's also under 2 hours. It's like a hour and 30 something minutes. It's a great little indie film. And the last one, I really wanted to put this on my top 10, but unfortunately, this was one of my cram session movies, so I had already made my top 10, and it was a real pain. And I thought
Oh
the
yeah.
performances in that were fantastic. It was very moving. I was actually expecting it to be this like kind of raunchy comedy, which it is in some parts, but it's actually a very moving, compelling film about like relationships with like between two younger people, older people. It's very, I don't know, it's very complex and done in a very respectful way for the themes that happen. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but it has a lot of very good moments in it.
Okay. All right. I don't want to say anything about
And
it because
that's
it
it.
may appear on my favorites top 10 of the year. Mark, are you ready to do the fucking top 10, dude?
I am, sir.
All right, here we go. Matt and Mark's top 10 favorite movies of the year. I feel like we'll go back and forth. We'll start at 10 and count our way down. Mark, I had to include this on the list, and I was like, if I can't honorable mention this shit, it's got to be on my real list. I'll kick us off. My number 10 is Gladiator II, Hail Dondas.
Yes.
Gladiator 2, and I'll tell you why. Again, kind of like Sonic 3, it's a blockbuster that understands what it's trying to do, It's made to entertain. Are you not entertained? Here's the problem I want to address with Gladiator 2. And it's not a problem with the movie. It's a problem with the people who I notice reviewing the movie and shitting on it. Basically, all criticisms of Gladiator 2 kind of funnel into one same bucket. And the bucket is, oh, it's not as good as Gladiator 1. Hey, fuck faces. The movie's not supposed to be as good as the movie's not supposed to replace Gladiator. It's a sequel. This is how sequels work, okay? What they're supposed to do is extend the thing you liked and give you a semi-different story. And in classic sequel fashion, it's a little bigger, the action sequences are a little crazier, the kills are a little more insane. That's it. That's what a sequel is designed to do. It's not made to replace the original. It's not made to be... People are like surprised. It's like acting like they've never seen a sequel before. Gladiator 2 does all the things a successful sequel does, and on top of that, it gives you something that is not in the original Gladiator, which is Denzel Washington. Yeah, and Dondas, by the way. Denzel Washington's character is fucking amazing. I think for that reason alone, even if you wanted to strip the movie away, even if you're a hard-hearted person who doesn't like fun, who can't acknowledge how awesome it is when gladiators fight baboons who are all jacked up on drugs, or that there's a fucking naval battle in the middle of an arena. If you can't get down with how fun that sicko shit is, at least acknowledge how awesome Denzel Washington is in the movie. My number 10, Gladiator 2. I've said end of
If you
rant.
were not entertained by that movie, you suck.
Yeah, basically. Fuck you.
How could you not be entertained by that fucking movie?
The fucking complaints I've heard about Gladiator 2 are so fucking annoying. I'm so over everybody being mad about it.
You know what the complaints this for 2024 have been like off the chain.
They've been so stupid,
dude. Do people try to fucking enjoy anything anymore?
Yes.
They're just gonna shit on everything.
Fucking have fun at the movies, you dicks. God.
Yeah, not everything has to be fucking Oppenheimer, you piece of shit.
And thank you.
Boring crap.
Chris Nolan ruined everybody. He ruined cinema, and then he ruined the audience. Okay, there you go.
You know, isn't it weird that like why are people suddenly pretending to be like they're super refined filmmaking audience? No, you're not. Just enjoy shit. Stop trying to be pretentious and
thank
cool.
you.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Just sit in your ass, eat popcorn, and enjoy some fucking baboons getting slaughtered and tearing people's throats out. What the fuck?
Thank you. Fucking thank you. Jesus. Thank you.
Everybody wants to be a goddamn critic. Shit!
Too much NPR, too much TikTok. Okay,
yeah,
Mark.
It's just like enough of the Golden Globe shit. Name some Golden Globe and Oscar winning shit that you rewatch over and over again. My fucking ass.
Exactly. I'm also tired of all the pandering. It's just too much pandering. Just enjoy. Let's just enjoy ourselves. How's that? Let's all make a point in 2025 to just enjoy ourselves because we don't have much time left.
Everything
I'm here
has
to tell
be
you.
A riveting drama.
Exactly.
Before this, see Dr. Robotnik's grandfather get launched into a fucking energy field.
Yeah, dude. I want to see baboons fight men in an arena. That's awesome. I want to see them hail Dondas. That's awesome. Okay? If you don't love Dondas, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you in the mind. Dondas is awesome. Mark, what's your number 10?
Okay, let me preface my entire list by saying,
yes,
there's not going to be many indie films on this. I had to stay true to myself, and I like big budget. I like funny stuff. I like entertaining shit. I want to see spectacle. I want to see craziness. I don't want to see nuanced performances. Who fucking cares? Deadpool and Wolverine, my first.
That's your number 10?
Made me laugh. That's my number 10. Yeah,
there you go.
That made me laugh my ass off. It's cool to see like very well respected Hollywood actors do fun shit. It's got Blade in it.
Yeah, dude.
I've been dying to see Wesley Snipes as Blade again. So there's no way a movie with Wesley Snipes is not going to be in my top 10. So that's the start to my list, sir.
Damn. In the spirit of that, now let me name a love of cinema movie that snuck into my list. Number 9, A Real Pain. It's my 9th favorite, and I'm going to tell you, Mark knows this. Sometimes I get in a melancholy mood. Like, I love The Holdovers. That was like my favorite movie of the year that it came out. And I find that A Real Pain is kind of like the inverse of Holdovers, where like Holdovers was marketed as a very sad movie and it was hiding a very funny movie underneath. A lot of people don't realize how funny and sweet The Holdovers is, right? It's
Dude,
one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years. But then, right, you watch A Real Pain, watch that trailer. It's a movie masquerading as a comedy. The trailer makes it look very funny, but what it's hiding is a very heartbreaking movie underneath that's very real. And I don't want to just say sad because I feel like that's going to turn people off. It's not just sad. It's a very real movie about real people. And I just kind of loved it. Like, there's just something about travelogue movies. I kind of love watching characters travel together. You know, you see them
too. It's perfect.
It's great. Like, I love seeing them bicker. I love seeing them have fun. Like, it feels to me very familiar. So
it's very slice of life, right?
I love that, dude. Yeah, I love it. And it kind of reminds me of another. I'm also a huge fan of those movies, the Trip movies with Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon. And this reminded me, that's kind of what I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting an American version of The Trip. I was like, oh, these two characters are going to travel. They're going to annoy the shit out of each other. It'll be funny. And I'm down for that. But I'm actually glad it wasn't that. Like, it's a very real movie. I really enjoyed the performances. I thought Kieran Culkin knocked it out of the park, but I have to say, people are not giving Eisenberg enough credit. That motherfucker did great. There's a
that
scene.
Guy can direct.
Dude,
Shit.
he can direct. Again, it's like the Monkey Man thing. It's so impressive to me. You're not just making the movie, writing the movie, you're also in it, and you have to deliver as an actor, and he does that. So, A Real Pain is my number 9.
That was by the way, there's I was just about to text you too, but I didn't know if you had watched or not because we both kind of did this one last minute. So I had a text that I unsent that was basically like, dude, this movie is not funny at all. I was like, it's actually very sad, but I didn't want to like ruin your experience with it. But because I had seen that trailer, and the trailer, you're totally right.
Yeah.
It makes it like this. It's almost like a mismatched buddy comedy,
Yes.
but it's the furthest thing from that.
It's the inverse of the Holdovers trailer problem. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Dude,
both
they made
hiding
that
the movie they
Holdovers
are.
trailer so sad sack with all the like crying scenes. It's like
and
in
the Holdovers is
they
such a
shoved
sweet
all
movie.
the crying scenes into the trailer.
Yeah, and it's a really sweet movie. I love The Holdovers. It's been like one of my favorite newer movies of the last few years. I rewatch it now on the holidays. I rewatched it during Thanksgiving. Like, it's kind of how I started my year, my holiday. I loved it, man. I loved it. So there you go. What's your number 9, buddy?
Number 9 is going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Shit!
I saw that in Atmos. It was fucking awesome. I love how they could. I'm a huge fan of the Apes movies, so there's no way that wouldn't. I mean, and they're so well made too. And this is like what of the new ones? Is it the 4th?
Yes, the 4th one. Yeah.
They're getting pretty high up there. Yeah, and to me it's still impactful. I love the characters. CG keeps getting better and better, and it's just like a really good. I don't know. It was just like a fun, big, epic CG movie that I was hoping for.
I want to
And I
rewatch
love
it because I wasn't too hip on it when I saw it, but I also think I was in a shitty mood that day. So I might actually rewatch this one because I also love the ape movies, but I wasn't a huge fan. But I think maybe I need to give it another shot.
Yeah, I think I would. It was really good.
My number 8, we've talked about it a bunch already, so I won't belabor the point too much. In a Violent Nature is my number 8. I loved it. There's just something so fucking crazy to me as somebody, again, who's been watching horror for, 30 years of my life, that nobody in the history of slasher movies, right? Our slasher movie started in the 70s, that it took them 50 years to have a slasher movie strictly only from the point of view of the slasher. That to me is so inventive, and how have we not done that in 50 years of slasher movies? I'm kind of blown away by that. I love the execution.
It seems like it would be the natural evolving of that genre. It's like, okay, now let's reverse the perspective. But yeah, you're right. I can't think of one.
It's kind of crazy that like we're only now getting that, and it is artistic because it's new and it feels risky, and I just loved the style. I loved how spare it was. Again, you truly locked in with the Johnny character, so like all the music is diegetic. If he's not near a radio, there's no fucking score. There's no music.
That's one of your love of cinema words.
That's a love of cinema word. Diegetic, people, look it up. The Brutalist. Yo, I come for the Brutalist. In a violent nature, the kills are fucking awesome. I love the character design of Johnny. I love that mask. It's just, again, I love when horror can not just deliver on the horror, but it can give you something else to leave you with. And the movie did. Like, just changing that perspective made me part of the killer's journey more so than any other slasher. And for that experience alone, I think it's just like this amazing piece of work. So, In a Violent Nature.
And it's really gritty and atmospheric. Well,
Yeah,
being-
dude.
Dude, when he's walking through that flower field when the sun is coming up,
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous.
it's extremely artistic, but in such a natural way that it doesn't feel artistic. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
It's just so natural.
It just, yeah,
just
you're
more
absolutely right.
believable.
It feels very minimal. It's the minimalist, not the
Yeah.
brutalist. It's the minimalist. It's very minimalist, but it does so much. Like, just the simplicity of not needing to explain the lore and seeing the locket on the grave site, and then when it's removed, like, that shit is so cool to me that you don't have to say anything. I love that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Good
It's
filmmaking.
it's the kind of like it just proves that it's like, yeah, you don't have to delve deep into lore. You can just do simple little things that'll appease your audience without having to just ruin it with exposition.
Oh, fuck
It also
yeah.
proves that you don't need exposition to tell a story. You just fucking tell your story.
Yeah.
Your audience will get it if you tell a good story.
Yes, yes. You don't have to hold their hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Wait,
up
was
for you,
that
buddy?
8 for you?
That was 8.
All right, so we talked about this a lot. I'm throwing in Monkey Man. That was
Yes.
such a goddamn good movie. It probably would have been a little bit higher, but I think I redid my list way too many times. But that movie was like, it's one of those, another movie that I regret not seeing in the theater, and everything about it, effects, performance, cinematography is dope. This editing is fantastic. Everything about it was like, it doesn't feel like it feels like it's a movie that was made by someone who had done action movies for years.
Yes, yes. I also loved how raw the fights felt. Like, it wasn't, you were so used to now this sort of John Wick style of action, but the action in
Yeah.
Monkey Man feels like very aggressive and unfiltered and angry, kind of the way he is, the way he fights. You get that shakiness. It feels a little bit like
Yeah.
The Raid. It feels very aggro. I
And
think
it
it's
doesn't
perfect
drag
for the
shit out
style.
like John Wick does, where
Yes.
he's just like, okay, this action scene is just going on for way too long.
Right,
Please
Monkey
stop.
Man's not going to fall down the steps 12 times and keep getting back up, right? Monkey Man fell again! Jesus, Monkey Man,
That's
let's
so
go!
true.
Yeah. Now Monkey Man meets another Monkey Man, and this Monkey Man's got a dog. This Monkey Man works in a hotel. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry. My number 7
Oh my
is a
God.
movie we've talked a bit about already, Civil War. I loved Civil War, mainly also for the reasons that Mark already kind of said earlier in the show. I love that it took an apolitical stance. I think that was super awesome because I think that's, again, it pointed a finger at the audience because every person that was fucking mad about that, it was like, yeah, sorry the movie didn't exactly appeal to your politics. That's not how... So that's what that told me, dude. The majority of the audience went in wanting to have their own biases confirmed so they could feel better about themselves in the movie. And once the movie didn't play by those rules and said, no, we're trying to tell this kind of a story, it pissed them off. Those fake fans got mad and trashed the movie.
You know what
Fuck them.
the crazy thing is? It's like, not to get political, but it's sort of like, to me, that movie's just about like, regardless of what side you're on in the audience, you just don't want to have to fucking live in this nightmare universe.
Yes.
But all these fucking idiots are probably like, I want my 50% to be represented by this Civil War movie so I can justify my shooting everybody.
So I can
It's like, go
justify
fuck
my
yourself.
shitty Twitter account. Also, too, it's a very cool, it's like medium cool. It's a journalism movie. It's a movie about
Yeah.
how journalists and photographers observe these events. I think because it's a media movie, that again also threw off the majority of the audience. I loved it. Also, too,
Well, it's like objective media? Holy shit.
what a thought, right? What a thought. I think that's so telling, too, that also rattles people we want our media to parrot back our own voices to us. That's really
Yeah.
fucking sad. Also too, on an AV level, Civil War is incredible, dude. For sound design, if we gave a sound design award on this show, I would give it to Civil War. I've never heard more realistic gunfire and explosives in a movie.
Yeah.
Every gunshot felt like it rattled my chest in the theater.
Dude,
I got to see it large
Everyone
format.
was jumping
Dude,
anytime
oh
a
my
gun
God.
went off. Like you
Yes.
get that little.
The final siege in the White House was just like so tense. So many great moments.
Dude, that movie's
Kirsten
great.
Dunst was fucking incredible. So yeah, Civil War is my number 7. Mark,
The
what's
other
your
thing
number
too
7?
is it's one of those movies that has to be seen in a theater too.
Yes.
Like all the movies on my top 10 list are all movies that should be watching it or should have been watching.
That's a great way to put
and
it. Yep.
shame on me for fucking that up in a couple instances. So my next one's going to be Nosferatu. It's one of the most atmospheric and engaging horror films I've seen this year. Even more so than I think there's another one that'll come up on my list, but as far as just nailing a period piece, getting like being respectful to the original source material. Granted, some people don't like the mustache, but you know,
I'm sorry.
fortunate. No, it's not. I know a couple people that don't, but it's sort of like I like the fact that he tries to make you feel like you're in that period. Like it felt gross. The rats all felt very real. Like even though it was hyper stylized, I never felt like I was in some other universe. I just felt like I was transported back in time instead, which I thought was
Yeah.
very effective. And the acting performances are awesome. Anything with Willem Dafoe has to be in a top 10 list because that guy is fucking awesome. Like you can't get a better actor than Willem Dafoe, and he just adds so much to the movie that you kind of want to see more of him. So that's why one of the reasons why it's on my list. So Nosferatu.
Damn, that's all right. It's a good pick. My number 6 is a movie we've talked a ton about already. It's Monkey Man. I loved this movie. This was like, I think might have been one of the first movies of the year where I was like, I love this movie and need to see it many, many, many times. Just so impressive that it's his directorial debut. I think it's such a
crazy.
It feels like a super mature filmmaker made it, not somebody directing for the first time. Also, I'm not above this shit. Monkey Man is just also a fucking good action movie. It's just a good fight movie. Like, if you want a fucking hardcore movie, I would say I would put this in league with The Raid. I think it has a lot more in common with The Raid than John Wick, thankfully, but
Yeah.
it's very similar to The Raid. It's got where it focuses more on shaky, raw, hand-to-hand combat. Shit feels really unfiltered. I really love that style. And also, I just think it is so fucking badass, again, that like you don't just think about, okay, already making a movie is a challenge. Making an action movie seems like an even bigger challenge because you're dealing with stunts and you're dealing with... He's also acting and then making it quadruple times harder by saying, I'm the guy in it, so I got to be in excellent shape. I've got to train my ass off. I have to look
That's
convincing.
crazy.
Not only am I thinking visually as a director about how to block this scene, I also as an actor have to learn that blocking, punch it, make it exactly right, embody the emotion, kick fucking ass, make it look convincing. It's basically every challenge you can give yourself as an actor and director, this kid gave himself and fucking nailed it.
Nailed all of them.
Nailed it. Monkey Man is one of my favorite
And
movies
has
of
a
the year.
unique style too, which is even
Yeah.
better. It's not like it doesn't feel like he's ripping other people off. It's like
It's fucking great. It's
Yeah.
fucking great. Yeah.
very impressive. Shit.
What's next for you, buddy? Number 6. What do you got?
Okay, so we already talked about this. My number 6 is Civil War, and for the
Yeah.
exact reasons that Matt mentioned, it's just a really. This is the example of a mature filmmaker making a movie, and it's like you can see him getting better and better and better. Like this is
Yeah.
probably so far, I would say his best movie to date. So
I would
and,
agree with that. Yeah, 100%.
and he's got great movies under his belt too. So it's not like he started off mediocre. He's like going from awesome to like now you're seeing like a very mature. His next movie looks even crazier too. So it's kind of like I love seeing where he's going to go as a filmmaker. And like I said, we already talked about. So Civil War is just something that I feel everyone should see. Even if you hear bad things about it, just give it a chance. It's
Just
totally
watch
worth
it.
it. Yeah.
Stop whining.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. My number 5 is
Ooh,
Conclave.
5.
It's Conclave.
That's a good one.
We talked about this. Mark and I had a whole show about Conclave. Do go back and check out the episode. I want to say I think this might be the most. I think the reason it's on here, it's a great fucking movie and it's beautifully, made. And yes, performances and yes, directing. But I think this for me was the most immersive movie of the year, where I truly felt completely part of the world that this movie was showing me. It was like, hey, you're in the Vatican. It's happening during Conclave. Dude, I can count on one hand the amount of times this year that I have forgotten that I'm watching a movie. The movie has had such a hold on me that I'm in that world. I'm like, oh fuck. By the end, when the credits roll, you're like, oh my God, right, it's a movie. I'm at home eating popcorn, right? Like I was just in.
You even forget that they're named actors playing these roles too.
I didn't see Ray Fiennes or John Lithgow or Isabella Rossellini or fucking Stanley Tucci's. I saw like real members of the Vatican. I was just so immersed in the world. I thought it was beautifully, beautifully done. But that was my takeaway for this. What was a movie that truly transported me to the setting that it was showing me? Conclave, and that's why it's on there. I had to give it number 5.
Who would have fucking thought, by the way,
I know, dude.
In a sea of all these movies that we were looking forward to, the fact that Conclave outshone like a Mad Max movie and so many other things we listed is pretty telling about how awesome it is.
100%.
And I
dude.
totally agree with you. It is one of the most immersive films. I felt like I was just standing there with these people.
Yeah,
It's
you're
crazy
in it.
how
You
good
are
it is.
fully in the world.
Like every aspect of it too.
Yes. And I think it's harder for real world location movies to do it. Like, okay, something like Avatar, to me, equally, technically impressive, but okay, it's a fictional world. Very easy to transport you there because you can't see shit on Pandora in real life, right? Unless you go to Disney parks to go to the Avatar ride. But for a fucking Vatican, a place that exists, most of the audience has probably been in a church. You've seen what a priest looks like.
There's so many reference photos and shit to this place too, like the Sistine Chapel, and it just felt like these people had the run of it.
They took a real world place and they set you in it, and they made it real. Like that's fucking crazy. It's crazy,
down
dude.
to the props too. It wasn't like they went out of their way to make it like they didn't have to show the how the smoke appears. They didn't have to show the control room. The fact that they took moments to have these like beautiful insert shots, so it just grounded everything, which was amazing.
Yeah, 100%, man. I just, and it's one I keep thinking about. Like I said this the other day because I was talking to my sister, and I said I've never been to Italy, but I feel like as if I have visited the Vatican.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be, I bet if you do go to the Vatican, you'll probably have these like deja vu moments because of that.
Totally,
movie,
yes.
I'll be honest.
Yes, 100%, dude. Yes. Fucking A. All right, Mark, what's your number 5?
Okay, so I'm going to go with The Wild Robot. That movie actually surprised me. I didn't even realize it was out, and then it just suddenly came into my, I don't know how I found out about it, but anyway, I missed it in the theater, sadly. But it's another one of these, it's a gorgeous movie, has a great storyline, and it's got something for everyone. It's a great family film and it has a good message. And like I said, it's probably one of the best looking films I've seen. And I really wish I had seen it in the theater because there are some music drops that stunk in it, which kind of dropped it on my list for me. But outside of that, it's a brilliant movie. And if you love animation, you'll totally enjoy this one.
Fuck, this was one I missed that I wanted to get around to. So this is definitely on my list and I will definitely watch for sure. I'm very excited to watch it. I've heard nothing but good shit, dude. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's very deserving of its praise.
Damn. Okay, man, number 4. We're getting into the real shit. My number 4 movie, The First Omen. I said this early in the year when I found this movie. I was just blown away by it. Again, Mark and I actually, if you go on our YouTube, we clipped our whole First Omen review. So if you want to watch us go in depth on the movie, I'm trying to get better at the cross promotion shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I know I sound like George Clooney, like drink my tequila, but seriously, go drink our tequila. Go fucking watch our full First Omen. We did a whole half-hour First Omen YouTube video about it. I just was blown away, dude. And I'm not even like a huge fan of the original Omen. I mean, I think it's like a cool movie, but it's not like
It's one of those movies that you just have watched because you have to.
100%. It's not even on my
Otherwise,
horror Mount
has
Rushmore.
shit on you.
Yeah, it's not a movie that I go back and revisit or that I particularly have like great memories of, but it's just like I think in that is what makes it the perfect candidate to be like, fuck it. They're making a prequel, but they're going to just kind of make it very artsy. It's going to feel Rosemary's Baby, 60s Polanski. And they
Can
fucking
I say
nailed
something
it.
unpopular? I think I would rather rewatch the first Omen than the original ones.
Dude,
Like
I
to
might
me,
agree with you. Yeah,
I
man.
prefer to. I think there's more rewatchability to it. You know.
Yeah. Also, too, the other thing I had to give it props for, besides the amazing performance by Nell Tiger Free, is this is a mainstream studio horror movie, and there is shit that they do in this movie that fucking art house horror movies wouldn't touch. I'm amazed what they got away with. Like, there were moments of this movie, I even texted Mark during it, where I was like, did that just fucking happen? Like, I can't believe I'm looking at what I'm looking at. And you know the scene. If you know the movie, you know the scene I'm talking about. There's one shot where I was just like, this came from fucking Fox. Fox is owned by Disney. Mickey Mouse signed off on
crazy,
this.
Actually, yeah.
Mickey Mouse said,
And it's not,
this
and
is
it's
fine.
not just one Mickey Mouse. It's like a
Oh, it's
layer
100
of
Mickey
Mickey
Mouses. Yes, dude. So it's kind of a miracle, hey, that the first Omen even exists. And it's just, to me, a tremendous horror movie. Is it my favorite horror movie of the year? It almost was, but I saw one more that topped it. One more. But yeah, the first Omen is my number 4.
Ooh. That's a
What do
good
you-
choice.
what
But
do
I
you got
think
for
I
your,
may be able to guess your
Oh,
other one.
I think you might.
And
I think you know
we
it.
may even share it. My next one, my number 4 is going to be Transformers 1. Matt and I
Damn,
talked about
yeah.
it enough. It's another really good looking CG animated film. I feel as though it felt like it didn't get talked about much. I don't know anyone outside of you that's seen it. So I think to me, maybe it did well at the box office, but amongst the people I know, I feel it's very underrated. And I have a feeling that most people didn't see it because they thought it was like this kid's cartoon, and it is not. Go see it. And Matt and I have talked about it enough, but yeah,
Yeah,
Transformers 1 is definitely
that trailer didn't
high
do it any
praise.
favors, dude. That trailer really
Dude, this
fucked it
year,
over.
the trailers have been very poor this year.
Yes. And as someone who used to work in movie trailers, shame on everybody. You guys fucked up this year. So many shitty trailers, I know that it's not the editor's fault. It's mostly the dickhead bosses who are making these terrible decisions and think that they can produce creative. They are making the worst possible marketing and trailer decisions for their movies. I think we are at a low point.
Disservice of the movie too. It's
And
like people
it's also
actively
a
avoided
disservice to
movies
the art
because of it.
form. Trailers used to
Yeah.
be a viable art form, used to be this cool piece of content that could help not only promote your movie but existed as its own thing. And now that's completely dead. It's either an explain-a-thon where it brings you through the whole movie,
Yeah.
you have no reason to see it, or it completely misrepresents what the film is, like Real Pain, which I think is a fucking shame.
By the way, I know it's not as part of the list, but dude, speaking of a good trailer, 28 years later,
What a
that's
trailer,
how
dude.
you should do a fucking trailer, man.
Fuck yeah. You know what the danger of that trailer is, though? That fucking poem gets stuck in my head. Like, the rhythm of it. I keep repeating it. And little did I fucking Googled it, right? Little did I know. That is a real life training tactic for, you know, those SEER, SERE, those like soldier guys in England, SEER. That's what they use to break
Maybe?
those fucking guys down. That exact
Oh,
poem,
really?
that exact recording. You hear it over and over again until it's all you can think about. It breaks you down, dude. SEER training,
Yeah.
by the way, SEER training stands for Survival, Evasion, Resistance, Escape. It's a training program that teaches military personnel, civilians,
Wow.
and contractors how to survive in captivity or to evade capture. The British originally developed the program during World War II. It's called SEER training.
shit, that's
They play it for
crazy.
their cadets, dude. They make them listen to it over and fucking over for days until it
Wow.
erodes your mind. It works on me. Like, even just seeing the trailer, I fucking had it in my head all day. I was like, I gotta stop because it's just
The
fucking
next time we
torturing
see you,
me.
you're all tactical. You have like a fucking bulletproof vest and like
I
bandoliers and
wish.
fucking
What if it just turns me into an
79
insane
grenades.
person and I'm, pulling my wiener out at a bus stop? That's
I guess we'll have a very different show then.
yeah, I guess so. All right, here we go, dude. Top three. This is it. This is it.
Ooh,
Top three favorite
this
movies
is
of the year.
exciting.
Now, like I said at the top of the show, I do have three movies, but truthfully, between you, me, and the audience, The Penguin is the best fucking movie I saw this year. But I do have three movies. In third spot,
That I'm legally obligated to tell you.
I'm making myself say them. Third favorite movie of the year. I'm not even fucking kidding. Thelma. Thelma is my third favorite movie of the year.
Wow, that's awesome.
I absolutely fucking loved it. I loved it when it came out. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Well, I think because it's such an original. Again, I love originality, especially when it comes to the concept of a movie, what the movie's trying to hook on. And just this idea that you would take a person who normally would never be a main character in a movie like this, an elderly lady in a scooter, right? And you put her in a story like this that requires her to be mobile, be brave, leave the house, and then you're fucking baller enough to make it a comedy and make it funny. I loved it. To me, I can't say enough good things about Thelma. I was just like, as somebody too, I grew up in a house where my mom wasn't around a lot, but my grandma was there fucking constantly. She really raised me. So it kind of reminded me, like, if you've ever had a strong relationship with your grandma, the way that they portray that in this movie, where it's like a grandson and his grandma kind of like leaning on each other constantly, that was my life. So I instantly resonated with that. And it was really cool to see a grandma that was worldly and brave and wasn't treated like an archetype. She was like a real person who had faults and was kind of rude to some of her friends and maybe fell off with some of them. Like, she's a real fucking person. Thelma's a badass. I loved it. Thelma's like one of the best movies I fucking saw, and nobody's talking about it. I can't fucking believe
That's
none of these
crazy,
stupid award shows.
actually.
June Squibb should be up there on that stage grabbing fucking awards, but she's not. But she's fucking phenomenal in it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I feel bad that it's not on my top 10, I'll be honest. Fuck, I forgot. She got the best performance. But
Dude, I was such a
totally
jerk.
agree with you. That
I
movie
went
was
through
amazing.
Wikipedia and I was like, all right, here we go. I like went through my, I was like, all right, I saw this movie. I went through my letterbox. I'm like comparing, and then I like had to formulate a list. And I'm like, oh, right, because you forget about movies that were like, oh, I love this movie in April. I love this movie in June, right? Like, and then putting those together and sourcing from that. I'm really glad I did that because I would have forgotten about Thelma.
Yeah, that wouldn't. For some reason, I thought it was a 2023 movie when I was looking for my best female performance, and then I saw it pop up on a 2024, and I was like, "Hold, you know what's crazy? Some of these movies feel like they're so like Monkey Man to me also
Yeah,
felt
dude.
like it was 2023. It was like
Civil War
so
too is
long
like
ago.
that.
Yeah,
Civil War feels like it was a couple years ago.
I had to double check some of those movies because I was like, "Shit, were those like?"
I
End
had
of
to double check my
2023
number
and get
one.
disqualified.
Yeah, I had to double check
Oh
my number
shit!
one because I was like, fuck, is it a secretly like a festival, like a 2023 movie? Dicks. Mark, what's your number three for the year?
Okay, my number three is going to be, and part of me wants to bump it up, but I'm going to stick with my original listing. And Oddity was the best horror film of the year, hands down. Scared the shit out of me. Was very unique, really cool prop design. What a weird way to tell the story. It just threw me off. I couldn't tell what was real, what was not. I don't know. That was and horror's very hard to do because a lot of it just like they seem to carbon copy each other, but
Yeah.
this one was just like it got me from the beginning, and the entire time I couldn't tell what was going to happen. And all the performances are great in it. Also, it what helps is it's a foreign film. I wasn't very familiar with any of the actors, so it just felt way more believable, and I was willing to accept all the scenarios that these people went through. It's fantastic, and even if you're not a fan of horror, I think it's just a great movie overall, and that's why it's number three. But I
Fuck
honestly
yeah.
feel as though it could be number two, to be honest. It's really jockeying for that spot.
Um, I also want to do some cross promotion and say Mark and I did a whole episode dedicated to Oddity, so do go check that out.
Yeah.
It was kind of how we unofficially started our horror show part of the year, so do go check it out. Oddity, we had a lot of fun
And
reviewing it.
a huge thanks to Matt for bringing that to my attention because I knew nothing about it till the show until I saw it. And so that was like, it was also one of the, I should put that as my big surprise too, because I was not expecting something that good.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would have been a good biggest surprise because nobody saw that movie coming, dude. Nobody.
I didn't even know
Popped
it
up out of nowhere.
existed.
Yeah. All right,
Dude,
I
all my
won't.
horrorhead friends also have not seen it either. You're the only one I could really talk to about it. So
Oh, you got to get
it
on
definitely
that.
slipped under everybody's radar, I think.
Well, I won't say anything about Oddity because it may pop up yet in my list. Hint, hint. There's only so many more places.
Oh no.
Number 2, my second favorite movie of the year. I just saw this a couple days ago, and I'm going to tell you, I was truly moved. It's kind of a love of cinema movie, but it's kind of just a great movie. It's Flow.
I knew it.
I fucking loved Flow, dude. I love cats, and I have the podcast Cat. Anything with cats, I'm a little biased. Dude, Flow was fucking incredible. I don't want to say, did you watch the whole movie?
I watched like the first 15 and I loved it,
Yeah.
but
I don't want to
wanna-
spoil then. I don't want to spoil.
I didn't
but
want to rush into it because it felt like a movie that I really need to just sit through and watch
you got to
all the
just
way
take
through.
time and just kind of be in the world of the movie. Funny enough, when Mark and I started this podcast tonight, I was messaging with Jeff from Love of Cinema. Shout out to Jeff. And we were actually messaging about this movie, about Flow. Jeff, a fellow cat dad, who also is super into this movie. And we were just kind of talking about it. It blew me away, dude. Again, kind of like in a violent nature kind of way where it's like, how have we not done this yet? Okay, here's the hook for this. It's an animated movie with just animals in the cast. There are no human beings, and it's a wordless film. There's no dialogue. There's no signage. There's no fucking subtitles. There's nothing for you to get away from. You're with these animals, and that's it. And when I tell you, the writing is so good, and they're not talking. They're literally just a cat meows, the dog barks. You know each character and you know how they're going to react in any given situation. That's good fucking writing. It also
And that's
happens.
great filmmaking, too.
Great
if
filmmaking.
it's
It
primarily
not to be this
visual,
person.
yeah.
I put up a story about it, but it's true. It's like the power of cinema, right? The power of cinema is that you can show someone a moving image, a scene, and they can get something out of it, even if they don't know that person, even if they've never been in that situation. I'm not an animal, right? I may eat like an animal, but I'm not an animal. But let me tell you, I felt
Throw
now.
some quesadillas in front of me and I'll be an animal.
Yeah, give me some fucking quesadillas. I truly got a new look on existence in this movie. I know that sounds fucking crazy. I wish I could smoke weed again. I can't because I take all his allergy meds and it will kill me. But this would be
Yeah,
a
don't
great
die.
movie to get high to. If you can still smoke, this is what I wanted. I almost texted Tommy Nuggets this today. I was like, Tommy, the next time you smoke weed, you need to watch Flow.
Now that, by the way, thanks for letting me know. I'll totally try that. I'll
Mark,
let
you
know how
should
it
get
does.
baked and watch this movie because you will settle in. I imagine it will be a transcendent experience where you feel as if you have been transported to a truly different place.
Really?
Yes.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I only found out about this movie because I was like, what have I missed of 2024?
Yeah.
I never saw any promo for it. I never saw anything about it. And then I found I got it and I was watching, like I said, those first 50 minutes, like I was unfortunately tired because I was trying to cram it in so I could maybe add it to the list for the show. But I was so tired that I had to stop it. But just from those first 50 minutes, I can see what you mean. And it's a really inviting, there's something inviting about it. It's like a cozy
Yes.
movie. Does that make sense? And like
Yeah.
you kind of want to sit in front of it and watch it, you know?
And that's kind of the best. I think you're already on the wavelength with the movie because that's exactly it, dude.
Oh, cool.
And it's also got these beautiful, I'm not kidding, man, like beautiful moments, like moments that made me emotional, moments that made me like celebrate, happy. Like, I can't believe that somebody was able to do this with some fucking, It's animated. There's no talking. There's nowhere to hide. He can't do a fucking needle drop song to manipulate your emotions. You're just with the animals. You have to be there in the moment. And the fucking setup and the scenarios are so good and the stakes are so real. It's all earned. It's fucking amazing. It's a small little Latvian animation studio that made this. Probably
really?
like 12 people made this movie. Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Wow.
It's beautiful, man. I loved it. Flow.
That's a great. It's kind of interesting to see. These top 10 lists are not how I thought they would be.
Yeah,
They're
100%.
actually
Yeah.
very, well
You thought it was
going to
be like number one, the beekeeper.
No, I like that. I like how varied our list is. It's not like it's not very love of cinema, and it's not very like Michael Bayhem.
Yes.
It's actually very thought out, and there's a lot of variety in our lists. I think it's pretty cool.
Once
Like
in
I
a
said,
while,
I've been
we
surprised
touch
that
on some real shit on this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once in a while,
Dude,
it
I
happens.
really thought it was just gonna be like, Y2K, beekeeper, Gladiator.
Dude, you thought it was gonna be that's like exactly it, dude. People were like, they're gonna what meathead picks? Frankie Frico, Y2K. Yes, people. We also like grown-up movies too. It happens.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. I mean, like Thelma,
Yeah, dude. Thelma.
great movie,
Beautiful movie.
but we've said beautiful movie through. Who the fuck would have thought that?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
when we started,
Fill
off
your
just
bingo
reviewing
card with
total
beautiful movie.
schlock.
Mark, what's your number two?
Another unexpected one, but we've already talked about it. It's going to be Conclave, and for the exact same
Yes!
reasons you said, I thought it was one of those movies where I felt transported to this era, and I love papal intrigue, and I like that little the politics.
You like the
of
simony
huge
of it, the
organizations. Yeah, the simony, learning new words. It's great. And like I said, every performance felt real. You forgot who they were as actors. And these are like, dude, to forget who Stanley Tucci is and accept him as this character, that's a hard ask. Because you growing up with this guy, he's fucking Merlin in Transformers. And now he's this guy, and it's totally believable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. And yeah, everything about it screams as though it was made for the Oscars and Golden Globes, but it deserves every award because it's not a pandering movie. It's just a great fucking movie.
Agreed, 100%. Agreed. Mark.
Oh God,
the time has come to our favorite. Now, I'm just gonna say this. Truly, again, I want to restate. My favorite movie of the year is The Penguin. It is The Penguin. But my favorite
sounds like you're pooping.
I'm not pooping. I'm not pooping, I swear. My favorite movie I saw this year was Oddity.
That's a great choice.
As a horror fan, to discover a movie, again, I think Mark kind of touched on this with his review of it, like that you don't know anything about, that you're able to be surprised by, that comes at you out of nowhere, like not just in its existence, but just like in its style, the way the movie itself is told. Like there's just something so unique and otherworldly, even just about the filmmaking in the movie, where you're like, the way that they narratively lay like situations out where you're like, wait a minute. When did this happen? How did this happen? But it's not holding your hand. It's expecting you to keep up, but it's never confusing. It's never obtuse. You are just spun into this intrigue, in this mystery. And the way that they fucking telegraph scares, there's scares in this movie that took years off my life. Like, there's a jump scare in this movie that shredded my nerves like you would not believe. And for that reason alone, it had to be my favorite horror movie of the year, because no other horror movie I saw, and I saw a lot of horror this year. Good horror.
Yeah, this is a great season for horror too. So
Dude,
the fact that topped all those other ones that we had seen is pretty crazy.
This was the one movie that truly reached out of the television and scared the shit out of me, where I was just like, I have the lights off and I feel exposed. You know what I mean?
Dude, where I was looking in corners, that's how I know it's good, when I question my own safety in my own house, even though I know every fucking corner of it.
100%.
Is there some wood character just sitting in the fucking darkness over there?
the wooden man is that Gollum is such like an amazing icon in the movie, and he's used to such great effect. Very simple, effective story, lots of great twists and turns, incredible performances, and such a satisfying payoff. And to
Oh yeah,
boot, it's scary. It's actually
and
fucking
original.
scary and original. Best movie of the year,
By the way,
dude. Oddity.
part of it for me was like it set up the whole season for all this goodness, but at the same time, I kind of wish it was the
At
last
the
horror movie
end.
I saw
Yeah.
because it set such a high pedestal for the rest of the movies of the year that I was disappointed in so many other ones, but not for the reason that they sucked, but because
Right.
it was like I
How
never
are you
got the
gonna
same.
live up to
It's like
that?
if you do heroin and you try to get that same. I love heroin. No, I'm not on heroin,
You
but
try
it
to
had that.
you
It's
do
like you're
heroin and
chasing.
then you chase the high the next day by smoking a cigarette or something.
Yeah, you're chasing that same experience that you had with this movie, and unfortunately, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
None of the other. I mean, as great as those movies are, it was just like it was just that was a hard movie to top.
Yeah, you can't top that fucking movie, dude. You can't top that shit. Mark, what was your number one favorite movie of the
Well, I mean,
year?
I feel as though it's so predictable because Ridley Scott's my favorite. It's got to be Gladiator II. It was the one movie where I could just enjoy being in the cinema. I didn't have to worry about this is going to be a movie that's going to try to like make me think one way about this political topic. It was just like let's just watch these motherfuckers like slaughter things in an arena.
Yes.
Dude, the way it started out too with those baboons too.
I know. That's the
Fuck.
opening fight. You would not think that's the opening battle.
Dude, it starts off with a whole civilization getting captured, brought back to fight fucking baboons, and that's the starting point, and it just gets crazier. And it was one of those movies, I saw it in the theater twice, which to me, that's what set it apart from all the other movies. I did see Civil War twice, but Gladiator 2, I almost saw three times with my family, but then
Wow.
unfortunately it got kicked out by fucking Moana 2 and Wicked.
Oh,
But of all the movies I saw, it was the biggest spectacle. It felt like a blockbuster. It felt also like not only like a present day blockbuster, but it started to conjure up the same feelings as like I'm gonna sound like a loser, but how big Ben Hur was with that chariot
yeah.
sequence.
Yeah.
It would reference all these amazing other films in the past. Spartacus, but did it in a respectful way where it's like it forces other people to want to watch those movies. So it did so much for cinema history. It did so much for the audience. And it's just a fucking awesome movie. And the fact that an old guy can do something like that to me is
Yes.
like this. By the way, this was the year for old men directors because there were a lot of old man movies that fucking delivered. And they're on our list too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
people
That is
think that
true.
old people can't do shit.
Psych.
Thelma and Ridley
Watch
Scott
Thelma,
proving these
motherfucker.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
wrong.
And also, Mark, hail Dondas. I mean, come on.
Hail Dondas.
Hail Dondas
Can't
all the
get any
way.
better than Dondas, man.
No,
Dude,
man.
I would all my lists. I was trying to be conservative and give other movies the benefit of the doubt. The reason why you don't see any of the other stuff with Gladiator 2 is because this movie to me had everything. Had the best acting performance for a male, best acting performance for a female, best action sequences, most gruesome deaths. Some guy gets his head chopped off like in the most foul way. The most gasps from an audience I have seen in a long time. The most cheers from an audience.
Yeah.
This movie takes the cake. It's not going to win anything because come on, people! Don't this. These are the Ridley Scott should have a fucking Oscar already. The fact that he doesn't just proves that the whole system's fucked.
Yeah,
And
dude.
maybe those are great movies you see, but come on, what about the movies that the audience wants to see?
Yeah,
What about the
dude.
Don't these movies deserve credit there, where people are cheering in the audience? I'm not talking about some bullshit 7 minute standing ovation at Cannes. That doesn't count to me because all those movies flop. Where's Horizon? It's in the fucking toilet. This movie, people in the audience cheered multiple times. They cheered at the end. They cheered throughout the movie, and it's going to get nothing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My audience also cheered during Gladiator 2. It was a packed house, and we had a fucking blast. Like, we were cheering. We were part of the crowd. Are you not entertained? We were
Exactly.
entertained.
This movie was the first movie where I felt like I was watching Jurassic Park back in the 90s. It was like the whole audience, nobody was
Yeah.
talking, everyone was engaged. It was like you, because around thanks, it was a packed house. It felt like the old school filmmaking, film days, and I can't think of any other movie where it's warranted a huge group of people going at the same time. Everyone had the same emotional reaction to all the scenes. People fucking loved it in my theaters, so I was very fortunate to have those experiences, and that's why it's number one.
Goddamn right. Also, Mark, when I go to the movies, I usually eat peanut M&Ms, but I could only eat war when I watched Gladiator II. I ate fucking war that night, Mark. I went out to my car and I hailed Dondas. I had such a good time with Gladiator 2. I was like, and you're absolutely right. I think as a pure popcorn movie, like, I was like, this is the magic of movies. Like, we are all excited and we're all here for the same fucking reason. We want to see these motherfuckers fight in this arena. We want gladiatorial combat, and that's what we're going to get. And
Dude,
you know
I
that Ridley
rewatched
Scott is not
Spartacus.
going to pull a fucking bait and switch. He's going to be like, no, no, no. I promise gladiatorial combat, and that is what you are getting.
I mean, it totally fucking lives up. That okay? You know how you were talking about how like people are like, "And the sequels and Gladiator 2 is not Gladiator." Who fucking cares about Gladiator 1? This is about gladiators. This had way more gladiator action.
Yes.
Like so many arena scenes. They topped the original. I don't give a shit I love Ridley Scott. I love Gladiator, the first Gladiator. But come on, this movie has way more rewatchability than Gladiator 1,
I
and I
agree.
will argue for that
I agree.
because it's too damn fun.
Dude, it's Gladiator too damn fun.
Yeah, but the thing about it, it's like how many movies actually deliver on what they promise? Not many.
Not many.
And we had so much time to watch these Gladiator 2 trailers, and it exceeded everything in the trailers.
Yeah,
I
100%.
thought.
100%. Yeah.
That movie
It was
was the
just-
shit.
It was so goddamn fun, man. That's the thing. I think if I had to give a most fun award, too, I would give it to Gladiator 2. It
Yeah,
would be a
for
tie
sure.
between that and
Sonic
Beetlejuice,
3.
I think. Beetlejuice, probably. Because now you got me thinking. That's an interesting thing because you said Gladiator 2 was the movie you saw the most times in theaters. And I think mine was Beetlejuice because I went a couple times.
See, whenever I have a crisis of consciousness for a list, I have to go by how many times I saw it. Even
That's
if
actually,
I
that's
think
quite
I
smart.
like another movie more. Conclave I saw twice. Gladiator 2 I saw twice. So they had to be in that top three, you know?
Dude, now you got me wondering. Wait, I'm going to open up my letterbox. I want to see what movies I saw twice in 2024. Let's see.
Yeah, the only ones I think that didn't make it higher on my watch twice was Civil War and Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right, here we go. Oh, I watched Deadpool Wolverine twice, which I like Deadpool Wolverine, by the way. I just didn't put it on my list because I forgot. I know I had it on my biggest surprise, but I didn't call it out on honorable mentions. I probably should have.
That's okay.
Beetlejuice I watched 3 times. Oh, and Frozen Empire I watched twice.
Oh, really?
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire I saw twice in the theater.
That was 2024?
2024. Yeah,
Oh,
wasn't it?
shit.
Yeah, 2024,
Wow. Damn.
Well, as
that's
it
another
turns
movie
out-
that feels a long time ago.
As it turns out, it was my favorite Horror Nights house, but not my favorite movie.
Okay, so how did you make that decision, by the way? You saw that how many twice?
I saw a Ghostbusters Frozen Empire twice.
Did that make your list, any of the lists? I'm trying to remember.
No, it did not. You know
Interesting.
why, too? Because it was just like, I think I had so many other movies that I had so much more to say, and I felt a little bit like, oh, I kind of gave Frozen Empire its flowers already, because at HHN it was my #1 house of the year, and I went to that haunted house like 6 times. It was my favorite, and I felt like I had my Ghostbusters experience, and I was like, my Ghostbusters experience for this year is a haunted house one, not a movie one. And my movie,
interesting.
so it got bounced from my movie list.
That's a good explanation, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I had
Were you
given
also
it
worried that
time.
Love of Cinema would shit on you for putting that on your top 3?
I knew Love of Cinema would shit on our lists no matter what they were, because they were like...
think if we were pandering, let's see, I think we'd
Yeah.
probably go A Real Pain, Small Things Like These. Maybe why? But do you think Y2K? Memoir of a Snail, maybe.
Yep.
Trying to think, what
Wicked.
are
Got to put Wicked on there. Wicked kid. Wicked entertaining.
oh shit? You know what I would love if we added streamers? Skeleton Crew would be on there too.
Oh, I'm loving Skeleton. Dude, this week is the finale.
Oh shit!
This week, in a couple days, we get the last episode of Skeleton Crew, man.
Man, I'm actually nervous. Please don't fuck it up. It can't. It doesn't make you worry. It's like, man, all 7 of these episodes are awesome. What are
Yeah.
they gonna do
Can it
to
stick
poop
the
on
landing?
it? My
I know.
fear is they're gonna start trying to make it a cross promo thing where it's like, and then the Mandalorian and did other people time travel to show up, and you're like, ah,
You're like,
crap.
and here's Rey Skywalker. And here's Jamba Doobu showing up from this book that you remember. Hey, remember this guy from the pod races, Sebulba? Here he is.
He's a main character now. It's like no one knows who the fuck
Stay
this guy
tuned
is.
next year for Sebulba's series. He's gonna have his whole series.
By the way, biggest surprise is Steve Urkel.
Biggest
Dude,
surprise of the
you
year.
fucking blew my
Steve
mind when
Urkel.
you sent me that text.
Steve Urkel is in
'Cause he has
Skeleton
no
Crew, and he's
hair in
great.
it.
He has no hair, and he's like a tough guy. Because at first I was like, "Who's that guy?"
Dude, he's like Cyborg, basically.
yes, he is. Yes, dude, he's Cyborg, and it's fucking crazy. I only put it together a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Who is this fucking guy?"
How the fuck did you do that? You have
I literally-
a great eye for faces, but
Yes.
he looks. If the audience doesn't believe us, look it up. He's got like a fucking goatee. He's like half
Yeah.
machine. He's
Yeah.
got no hair. And this motherfucker, his memory's so goddamn good, which I'm jealous of, even though I'm drinking this bourbon and killing the remaining 3 brain cells I have. I don't know fucking how you put those shit together. You do that with so many movies, it's crazy. It's like, hey, that's the guy from it. I'm like,
Dude,
like, how am I on a
I
I'm
was
so
tuning
grateful
in.
for you for letting me be on this movie podcast because my brain's shit.
First off,
So-
Mark, you're one of my good friends, and I love talking movies with you. But I'm also an obsessive. Like, I was watching Skeleton Crew, I kept seeing this guy, and I was like, why do I know this guy? That's how it starts, and it won't leave me alone. It'll bother me until I figure it out. And somehow I
That's
just figured it
crazy.
out. Yeah. And then I confirmed online, and I was like, holy shit, Steve Urkel lives, and he's in Skeleton
Dude, that
Crew.
is so impressive to me right now. And it's not because I've been drinking booze. That is like, if I'm telling you, audience, please look this shit up because
Yeah.
when you see the difference, you won't even. You know what's okay? This is crazy to me, and maybe it shows how stupid I am. I had just seen him do the Steve Urkel guy because I'm stupid and I forgot his name already. I just saw him on a podcast doing an interview.
Oh, yeah. Jaleel White is his name.
And I still couldn't pick up that it was him. And I watched that show right after the fucking interview.
His character. Now, I did not know his character name. His character name is Gunter. So if you want to look it up, if you're not watching Skeleton Crew, but you want to see Jaleel White, Steve Urkel in Star Wars, look up Gunter. Gunter, Gunter in Skeleton Crew. You'll find him.
You will be supremely impressed with Matt's abilities. Holy shit, dude. That is amazing.
You'll be shocked, people. It is Steve Urkel. He's alive. I think that's it for our favorites of 2024. I feel like we did justice to these movies. I'll tell you
Yeah.
this, dude. I can't wait. Because you know me. I like to watch older movies that are new to me. Like 80s, 90s, 70s. So I've just been watching 2024 movies. I'm ready to get back to the fucking video store. I'm ready to go back to the 90s, to the 80s, to the 70s. I've had enough of 2024, is what I'm saying. I'll watch The Wild Robot. But
Yeah,
I
that
think
one,
that's it.
definitely.
I think that's it. I've had enough after that.
You know what? Oh, I don't know who your friend or his name is, but rest assured, I got a copy of 100 Rifles, and I will be watching that. So
Fuck yes.
that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to wash 2024 out with 100 Rifles.
You're just going to go as far back as you can. You're just going to go full
Yeah.
Western, 60s Western. That's awesome. Fucking A, man. I know there were so many times this week where I was like, I want to watch, because I took a break and I watched Dracula Dead and Loving It. Because I was like, I want to
That's
fucking
what I
watch.
did too. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for that rec, because I laughed my ass off.
Yeah,
through
it's
that.
great,
Fucking
right?
Leslie Nielsen's great. Yeah.
I was like, I want to watch older movies. There are so many, like, I'm seeing things on Amazon Prime pop up. I'm like, God damn it, I want to watch that. I want to watch that. And I'm like, I have to fucking watch whatever. What did I watch the other night? That's what it was. I was like, I gotta fucking watch, oh, God damn it. It just fucking slipped my mind.
You're turning into me.
Anyway, I've had enough of 2024. I'm going to watch The Wild
You know what's
Robot,
funny?
and then I'm going to move on.
You know what's funny about it though? Because I don't know if you and I did the same thing, but it was like all those 2024 movies, the more indie ones that I had wanted to see, but they felt more sad sack to me. I saved for the end. So
Yes.
I was really feeling it at the end. I was like, I need to watch something funny. And I'm so glad you recommended that Dracula movie.
Oh, dude,
Holy shit.
I had had enough. I was
That
like,
was the
I want to
perfect
watch.
palate cleanser.
Yeah, I saw it pop up. I was like, fuck it, I'm watching it. So I like took 2 hours away. It's probably why I was like, I could watch Love Lies Bleeding, or I could watch Dracula Dead and Loving It. Fuck it.
Thanks to Dracula Dead and Loving It, the Love Lies Bleeding was in none of your lists.
Didn't even come close. Another
It's
movie.
a good movie though.
I've heard it's great. I don't know. I've had enough of 2024.
Yeah, I think you do some fun stuff.
I'm
It's a
gonna
pretty
like go
heavy
back
movie.
this week.
Go
I've had
fun.
like
Yeah.
I watched so many newer movies. I'm like, enough. Let's
Do
go
what
back.
I do, man. Get your remainder 2024 movies at the end of 2025.
That's smart, actually.
Sorry, Sing Sing, you didn't get to make it to the list, but you would have if you were.
Was that one of
2024
those
movie.
festival movies that was secretly a 2023 movie? That's why it didn't make your
Dude,
list. I was waiting to
Sing
hear
Sing-
Sing Sing.
Was number one, and then I fucking IMDb'd it, and it said 2023, and I was so sad because I think I was even telling a couple people, I was like, oh yeah, Sing Sing, that's
Best
totally
movie of
gonna
the
be my
year.
number one. Yeah. And nowhere. I am so sorry. I even posted on it on my that's how much I like the movie, and it's a shame that it's a 2023
Damn.
movie.
Damn. Yeah, and sorry, Kevin Costner, Horizon. I never got around to watching Horizon. Sorry, Kevin.
Dude, you know what? I tried to watch it, and the first scene, there's like a dead kid, and I was just like,
You're like, oh, why?
and it's 3 hours, and I gotta watch the sequel.
You're like,
Oh,
fuck
boy.
this. Can't I just watch Galaxy Quest? Can't I just watch Dracula Dead and Loving It? Can't I just watch
Well-
Small Soldiers? Why do I have to watch? Can't I watch these things?
My replacement, fortunately, was Y2K, and it proved
Hey.
to be a very good replacement.
I saw Y2K. They're doing one of these custom releases on a VHS. You know they do these
Oh,
like
shit,
I have
are
the
you gonna do
Terrifier
it?
2 VHS. I might get it just as a fun
you
piece.
have it.
I have Terrifier 2 on VHS.
Alien Romulus got one too. I
Romulus
heard.
has one too. I don't have that one, but I might get the Y2K VHS. That could be a fun piece to have.
Do it, man. You gotta
I
get
want
a
a
VHS
4K.
player.
I want a fucking 4K.
A 4K VHS.
I want a 4K VHS. Damn, this looks amazing. It's just 4K. It's literally 4K. Put this in his
By the way,
4K VCR.
Can you imagine if all these VHS copies are actually blank? Because no one has no one's making VHS
No
players
one's
anymore,
checking.
right?
Yeah, they are. There's one. I think Sony might be the last one that's making it.
Damn.
Yeah.
And they started out with Betamax.
You can
and
get
they're
it
the
for like
last ones.
$5, dude. You can get it for nothing. You can trade if you have like some leftover nacho fries from Taco Bell. You can go and trade them at any electronics store and get yourself a VCR.
You can use your Blockbuster points.
Yeah, you cash in your block. This is it.
I finally saved enough.
I haven't used these since 1998.
Holy shit, Blockbuster was a long fucking time ago. Damn.
Well, that's it for us, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Matt and Mark Movie Show. We're back, everybody.
Hell
We'll
yeah,
catch you
dude,
guys
it's good to be
next time.
back.
It's good to be back, dude. I was excited. We had like a whole month off.
Dude, that was crazy. I felt like I hadn't seen you in like a year.
I know.
I felt like the last time I talked to you was for fucking Oddity.
But it felt good. I felt like recharged. I came back and I was like, I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to do the podcast now, you know?
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
This is the escape we need.
God damn right. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Peace.
Peace.